TG from Kilmarnock Town, got your hustle down. Streams the pool games live, makes our day come alive. Early mornings on your grind, Tesco shift unwind, but you find the time to play, stream the virtual day. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand,
And it's a sucker scratch. Look at the line. Commentator's eye. Don't say I didn't warn you.
OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done, streams the games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. TG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
This for the 101. Absolutely sensational once again.
Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Just for fun, we'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
That was fantastic.
On VP4TV, he's wild and he's free. I'm on top, number hit you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the quarterback to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. Magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. He wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
Right, good evening everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. We're here for a round 4 match tonight in the 10-ball World Championship of 2025, and it's the usual suspects that are contending it tonight. We've got Cobra representing the UK against Albinario representing Sweden, and this is to see who gets first spot in the hot seat. And the loser of this match, if we can get this bracket to work, I'll say that again, the loser of this match goes over to play MC_Clarky in the bottom half of the draw. If we look above on this one-loss side, we have the match that goes on tomorrow night between Spectre Dawn and Coldest Pillow on the one-loss side, and the winner of that already knows who they're going to be playing. It's One Pocket Slim. So we've got Spectre Dawn, Coldest Pillow, One Pocket Slim, and we have MC_Clarky. All of these players are all players who haven't won a major event in Virtual Pool 4. A couple of them came close, but nobody has been able to knock the crown off Albinario or Cobra in recent times, apart from Bedhead, who won the last event. And I think it's long overdue that one of these guys has got to come through and take these other guys down. Now, obviously, Cobra and Albinario are still having better odds than those guys in the win-loss side, because neither of these guys have lost yet, but one of them's going to lose today. And the winner, of course, will still have the best odds of actually winning. But you would think it's long overdue that one of these guys is going to come through from this win-loss side and take these other guys down. We're all getting fed up looking at Albinario and Cobra reaching the business end of these tournaments. And the question has to be asked, is Spectre Dawn ever going to be up and do it? Is Coldest Pillow, the sort of new kid in the block, going to be good enough to do it? And is One Pocket Slim going to go one stage further? And is Matt going to come through? So these guys have all got questions to answer. And it's whether they're going to have a game good enough to survive the remainder of this tournament. That remains to be seen. But anyway, quick reminder that I mentioned earlier, we have this match tonight, and we also have that other one-loss side match with Coldest Pillow Spectre Dawn tomorrow night, which kicks off at 8 o'clock GMT. Now, quick tab out. And a welcome to Steve. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yep.
So I was just mentioning to the viewers that it's long overdue that some of these guys, there's 4 guys in the one-loss side, as if I've got my arithmetic right. You've got Matt, you've got Spectre Dawn, you've got Coldest Pillow, and who else did I mention? Or who have I not mentioned? Slim.
Slim. Yep.
Right. So, I mean, isn't the odds slightly in favour of the guys in the one-loss side that one of them could come through and win this against the 2 that are still to sort of lose? No. You know, that's what you would think.
Because the guy in the hot seat, you know, these guys, whoever wins this is in the hot seat. So,
yeah,
you know, that these other guys, they've got to beat each other and get all the way through to them. So,
well, that's right. But I still say that because there's like 4 of them, they're going to take each other out. And obviously the loser tonight is going to play Matt on that one-loss side. But
I'll just say this.
Is there anything good enough?
All the guys in the loss side have a chance to win this. Yes. You know, I mean, they're going to, whoever gets to the final is going to have to show up and play great, but they do have a chance. And
I forgot about Interchange X. I apologise about that as well. I knew I'd miscounted. Welcome to Bedhead and Mark.
So, as you guys know, I never predict scores. I usually predict favorites, and I'm going to do that today. And for the first time, I'm going to predict a favorite whose name is not Albinario. I am picking Cobra as the favorite in this match based on how he played last match. You know, it was really a masterpiece of playing the right way. And I think if he plays like that today, then Albin's going to have a tough time winning.
Right. Well, the room is up. And obviously there's one player in, but there's another player that ain't there yet.
Of course, that said, you know, Albin is, it's not like he's a big underdog in this match or anything. When I say favorite, it's only slightly. This match really is pretty even.
I'm trying to see tonight. I'm trying to get these things sorted out. Wait a minute.
You know, the other thing about players is, you know, how consistent are they going to be? We've seen a lot of players that are kind of on the edge of winning this, that, you know, their problem is they can't come out and play consistently well every match. And when you get down to the end of it, that's almost a must. I think Cobra and Albin both are fairly consistent.
I'm going to have to go and chase Albinario down, am I? Because I don't see him in the room. I don't see him in the lobby. And who the hell agreed to set a time at 6:28 for a match? That's what I want to know.
These guys being cute.
Right, well, no sign of him. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of him on Facebook, just in case he's forgotten.
Maybe he works Sunday and he's just not home from work, or either that or he's asleep. No, coldest pillow. I don't think he's doing a stub. I don't think Albin has any stub in him at all.
Right, so I've sent him a message. Let's see if I get any acknowledgement of it. Then we'll be a little bit wiser. Oh, tell a lie, he's already arrived. He's already arrived. Let's get in before he gets in. So we'll have the lag for the break. Race to 17.
Let's see. Is there a way to make the font bigger on the chat? I'm talking about on the in-video chat. Probably not, huh?
No, it's not something I'd want to mess about with in the middle of a live stream, no.
Yeah, you'd screw it up for sure. All right, so Cobra runs the break, and here we go. Ooh, he was going to scratch. And he comes up dry, and he did leave a shot, which I think Albin will make. And this rack, let's see, what's that 7 ball look like? It's tight. I think it'll go, though.
I was just thinking there, if you're having difficulty seeing the chat on screen, then why not put the chat on your phone like I do? I've got you know, the live stream, my XSplit up on my second monitor, but I use my phone to read the chat because I have it right in front of me because my monitor's at my side.
It's not that bad. I mean, I'm starting to adjust to it. I mean, it's a nice bright white, so the contrast is good.
Welcome to Larry. Welcome to Coldest Pillow. Anybody else we might have missed, and all those silent people out there.
I think that 7 goes. I think it's a little tricky getting on the 8 because you got to hit it with a little more speed where you can miss it. It'll be interesting to see whether he decides to leave it lay or try to move it. Obviously, trying to leave it lay is the best option if you can shoot it and get on the 8.
Well, it looks tight to me.
It is tight, but I think it goes. The question is, can you hit it hard enough, make the ball, and get on the 8? We're going to find out what he thinks right now.
I'm thinking where you want to have the cue ball to actually give yourself a shot at this, and I think you've got to be way up the table.
Yeah, and he thinks that he'll have no problem.
That's about where I thought he might have to get to, around about the 10 ball.
Well, he's not going to have any trouble getting on the 8 as long as he doesn't hit this really soft. He should have enough speed. I mean the 9 ball is going to come out. The 9 ball could block him if he hits this wrong.
Okay.
He got the cue ball out of there. Very well done. Yeah, he hit that with enough speed and some English.
So Cobra won the lag. And it's a break and run. Well, so far it is. I don't want to jinx him.
Well, I don't think you're going to jinx him on a rack like this.
Just drop it into the side. Yeah. So Cobra's breaking fairly central. I think something went there. I was too busy looking at his the angle of his cue there, but I think something went. 2 balls gone again.
Well, for some reason, I thought Albin was shooting last rack. I guess I'm in Hugh mode already. Didn't take too long, did it?
That's a really bad sign considering
It's the first rack.
I mean, it's not getting to my critical time where I start to go downhill. I've got every excuse then, but we're still an hour or so away from that. But that's a bad sign.
He must have made a ball, okay, on the break, and I thought he didn't.
I think Larry said he got the 2 ball, and he got the 2 ball again.
Yeah, and you know, this rack looks good. So Cobra's he looks like he's just taken off where he left off from the last match.
No, well, he's got to be careful here because I think this 4 ball could very easily end up behind the 9 here, and depending how hard he hits this. It's going forward. Oh no, he's actually potted. I thought he was playing the combo. I never even looked to see if it passed the 5.
Yeah, it went easy. I was trying to understand what you were talking about.
I thought he was lining up to play the combo. I just assumed it was blocked.
No, this is a pretty easy rack. Other than unforced error, he should be out. And you know, we'll see. He didn't do a single dummy thing last time. I mean, maybe he made some choices that I didn't think were the best, but he didn't do anything stupid, which is, you know, that's huge. When you have skills and you don't do dumb things, it makes you difficult to beat. You know, because he used to take flyers at balls and he used to do some crazy stuff. And that's just a sign of competitive maturity.
Well, it's going to be a pretty solid start.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be straight. I mean, he's okay, but he didn't really want to be straight.
He can force this in if he wants to bring the cue ball across a bit.
He's at.
You can squeeze an angle out of it.
It's not worth it, really. I mean, I wouldn't try to squeeze this. I mean, there's times when you have to make angle. This isn't one of them. You can just stop it. And he tried to force it, and he didn't get it. I mean, that's just risk missing the ball. You catch a little piece of the titty, it's not going to go in. And that's just from, you know, just getting a little out of line from the 7 to the 8. You know, he ends up with this shot, which is not one he should miss. He hits it perfect.
Well, Albinario has hit 1 ball so far in this match, and that was the lag ball.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is how you want to play pool. You just want to keep the guy off the table.
Oh dear, that was a really bad one. Let's check if the replay is working. It certainly is working.
I don't understand that because...
Well, I think he was scared of the side pocket for some reason.
But the thing is cutting it more makes the side pocket more in play, not less.
No, that's weird.
You know, you hit that fuller than the side pocket's less in play. That's what I don't understand. I'm sure the side pocket must have freaked him out, but He hit it in a way that he was most likely
And
to scratch.
that's gonna hold. It's not gonna hold the line. Well, Albinario's going to be annoyed at that. The fact he couldn't take that advantage. It wasn't sitting absolutely perfectly, but.
Well, we're seeing little nerves.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure that shot missed by Cobra was all just nerves. I think he just got a little unsettled about the side pocket. I think you're right.
That's exactly what it was. It just played in his mind, and he was trying to, he was trying to do his best to sort of body swerve it.
I mean, it wasn't in play. All he had to do was roll it softly, and if anything, hit it more full, not less. I'm pretty sure he just overcut it. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, cut it away from the rail. We've seen it happen a good few occasions, and I think that's dry this time, and Albinario's got a start.
Well, Albinario needs a start. He's got to stay in contact. He doesn't want to get way behind. That's the other thing about playing the right way. If you get a big lead playing the right way, there's going to still be some ebb and flow in the match. But if you keep playing that right way and, not dogging it, executing, then that big lead, it's hard to overcome it because the guy's got to play perfect. When you get to the table, you're going to get games.
Welcome to Slim. One Pocket Slim's in the house.
Yeah, Slim's been here.
So Cobra's from the Birmingham area, from the Midlands. So he's got an accent like that, has he? It's a Birmingham accent from that area around about central England, like.
That's an irritating accent.
It's really annoying, so it is. Or he could be from Dudley.
Or it could be Scottish.
Where Lenny Henry's from. He's from Dudley.
It could be Scottish and you can't understand a damn thing they say.
Well, I mean, I'll grant you that, but then again, you could be Chinese and nobody's a bloody clue what they're talking about. Yeah,
Well, that's people's in the Western world's fault. You go to China, a lot of educated people learn to speak English. Here, educated people don't learn to speak Chinese, and that's a mistake. Well, Alvin, he's not going to roll over, so
far so good.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to run this rack out, and then we'll see what he can do on the break. The break will factor in this match. The better these guys play, the more the break will factor.
Well, he wants to be cutting this 8 ball in just so the cue ball's coming back out into the middle of the table for the 9 into the side. Well, he's going the other way, but he's going to get the same place, I would think. Is he going to trifle with that right side pocket? Or is it, well, he is spinning it up.
No,
he's spinning it up to make sure he's going well inside.
You should never be running at pockets. I mean, that's the only time is you will get situations where the shot that you've got is you have to hit near the pocket, and that's the only time it's acceptable. When you have open table like this, you never want to be running into the pocket. And it's going to be 2-1, and let's see what Albin does on the break.
Well, 1 rack on the board for Albie from Cobra's dry break.
So Cobra has been successful 2 or 3 breaks. This is Albin's first. He's breaking from the side.
I don't see anything happening there. And he's got a shot in the 1, Cobra. Cutting the 1 and the 2 balls there. So he's no problem with the 1, 2, and 3 ball. 4 ball's going to be a bit of an issue.
The 4 ball's the biggest issue, and he's got choices. He's got a combo. Can shoot it up table, and
that 4 ball goes in off the back of the 5, does it not? Off the rail.
It does, but you don't really want to shoot those shots if you don't have to. I mean, that shot, where the 5 ball's sitting, it's far enough in the pocket that you got to hit it pretty good to get it in.
I'll tell you something. I think he's a bit lucky there because I don't think the intent was to run into the 2 ball. And the 2 ball's still in play. I mean,
so you're going to want to get between the 4 and the 8, and if you get funny on it, you got an easy safety with the 4 to the 10. So this is plan A. you try to get good on the 4, and plan B, if you don't, you play safe.
Well, I'm convinced that if you had a good line in that 4, you could bump it right into there, but I think it's too tight to even try that, to be honest with you.
It's not worth shooting that shot. Now this shot's kind of a touchy shot.
He's trying to get into it, I think.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
No, he isn't. He's trying to get below it.
And that's well done, because you don't want to take the chance that you're going to run into the 8 or put yourself in a really bad spot. Now, he could shoot this if he wants. And I think he probably will.
I don't think there'll be any doubt he'll be shooting at it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely going to go for it.
I mean, he's good enough to shoot it, especially with the 5 sitting. He's going to, I think he'll get a slight rub on the 10. And the good thing is the 9 ball is protecting any kind of scratch. He'll probably put a touch of right English on it.
Well, 4 balls in.
A slight rub, and he's...
The only problem now is he's thin on this 5. And
this is one of the ones you're going to run up. You got to run this up to about the first diamond closest to the side. You don't have to get perfect on the 6. You want to avoid the 8. So the line you want to take, you want to hit around the first diamond from the side pocket.
I think this is going to be a good shot to have a decent cut in this 6 ball, because it's very thin, this 5.
It won't be that bad.
He's got it running.
That's
perfect.
Nice, yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. So those are the times when, you really got to be able to get your lines down, because obviously you could make a mistake and hit the 8 or go in the side pocket.
Right, it's off the rail. Shouldn't really have any issue here with this 6 ball. It needs to keep going. It needs to keep going. Well, he
didn't want to come up short on that.
Now, do you think he's going to? Can he even thin this and drag it? Can he thin it and drag it away from the 8?
I would go behind the 8 ball, between the 8 and the rail. That's what I would do here, because the line's pretty natural.
You don't think he's going to hit the back of the 8? No, he's missed it. In fact, that'll do it.
Wow, he was able to go on the front side of it. I don't think he could do that, but very good shot.
So that was Albinario's dry break, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so they've had their share of dry breaks already. One apiece.
Well, right now Cobra's at 66%, Albin's at 0, so. And that's a nice little bit of class there. And that's just showing confidence to hit the ball like that and get that good on it. That's when you know the guy's feeling good, is when he does that and it's easy. I think Cobra is just on his game here. This is going to be interesting.
So for any latecomers, the winner of this match goes into the hot seat, and the loser of this match moves over to the one-loss side to play MC_Clarky. And we have the first of the other one-loss side matches tomorrow night between Spectre Dawn and Cold as Pillow.
And that looks like a dry break. So now Cobra is 2-2. Yeah, and this looks like a pretty good rack here. He could run into the 8. He could run into the 3.
Well, I don't think he would mind doing either. I don't think he'd mind doing either, because I can't see where it'll go wrong.
Well, if you're going to hit something, you want to try to hit it pretty solid.
Well, he hit them both. Yeah. He skimmed to 3 and bumped to 8, and
he took option 3. Yeah, well, he hit it pretty easy, which helps. I mean, because if you catch a piece of that 8 ball, you could end up in a funny spot.
Yeah, he could have been a wee bit less short in the 3 for my liking, but yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, you can usually be better, but...
Well, he's got to obviously not let the 8 ball play in his mind here. Well, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. Commentator's eye.
That's terrible.
I'll tell you, the 8 ball...
I don't know what he was trying to do there, which side of it he was trying to get to.
Sticking out like a sore thumb, that 8 ball. That's why it bothered me.
Well, the other thing is he could have drawn it. I'm just kind of surprised he made that mistake. I think he was trying to stay short of it. And if you're going to try to stay short of it, you're better off putting a little inside English to check it a little.
Well, See, it's
Not just
surprising that Albinario took that risk. I mean, the voice in his head tells him the 8 ball's there.
well, but that's
You
why
know.
you put the check on it, because not only does the check slow it down, it changes the line,
It
so
changes
it's
the
not
line off the
coming
rail.
off the second rail so steep.
Yeah.
Now he's getting crazy.
Well, it's
But
a bloody great shot, though.
Crazy good.
That is an excellent jump by Albinario.
Yeah, and
He's not
this
good.
ball
He's not good in the 5, I don't think, though.
No, this ball does get to the rail. You got to decide what you're going to do here. I mean, this ball does go to the side rail before the side pocket. As long as you don't bunt it, you got to hit it with speed.
Well, that looks...
Now, you could try to hit the 9 ball. You could try to go to the other side of it. You could kind of come back from it.
Oh, the danger!
Well, he didn't hit it with enough speed.
Yeah.
You could not roll that one. You know, because you needed the cue ball to move sideways. That was.
Well,
that's kind of a surprising mistake from a player at Alvin's level. I mean, because you go up and you look at it, okay, from the side, and you see here's the tangent line, here's where the ball wants to go, and it's pretty easy to see. You can get it to the rail, but you got to hit it.
Well, I think you know, that howler he made getting stuck behind the 8 ball was bad enough. Getting out of it was great, but I never liked the way that was sitting in the 5 ball. That had scratch written all over it to me.
You just had to hit it, and he didn't. I mean, I was surprised he didn't raise the butt of the cue a little too, and just give it speed. I think Albin's got a little case of their nerves right now. You know, I think that's all it is, because that kind of he's made 2 mistakes that rack that are uncharacteristic of him.
Well, I'll tell you something. If he's got nerves right now, he's going to be 4-1 down. What's that going to do for his nerves?
Well, you know, just because you're down doesn't mean you can't settle down. But as I was mentioning earlier, if you get way down against a guy that's playing really good, it's tough to come back.
Well, we've seen. I don't know whether any of you guys saw that match with.
Well, he's making the 2 ball in the corner. Is that where he made it before? Larry was in the corner.
I think it's the same bloody pocket each time. I think it's a corner ball.
That's kind of unusual. He's figured out how to break them. That's huge, being able to make balls on the break. And he's got a pretty good shot here. I mean,
yeah, that 1 ball's leaking away a wee bit. He's going to have to bank this. This is dead. This is a dead bank, this 1 ball. I mean, I
think he will. It does cut, but why cut it?
Well, why is he cutting it? It's a dead bank. I mean, you can't miss this bank. You just hit it a nice weight. It's got to go in.
Not on these pockets, you can't.
I mean, this is just nice dead weight. It'll go in.
He's going to draw this, which I like.
Watch that 5 ball, though. Yeah, he's well away from that. Well, left it a bit short, but he's fine.
So the 7, does this go in both pockets? I think it does go in both pockets, but it's pretty tight in the 1.
I never even noticed the 7 ball there.
It does go in both pockets.
Oh, and it will go, yeah. I'm not convinced at what side you want to play it from, though. I think.
You know what? Either one works. I think I like the side close to the 8 ball better, just because you know you can hit it harder from that side. The other side, you know, you almost have to hit into the rail. I think, which
yeah, it's a bit tight.
Yeah, I think you got to hit into the rail from the other side. I like the side from the 8 ball better. And he's perfect to get there. So, you know, I'd almost try to run this at the 8 ball here.
Yeah, you think he's going to run 2-3 rails to get on top of the 8 ball to play this 7? I think he's just going to get straight up and down. I might be wrong.
Well, it looks like he's going straight up and down. Looks like, see, I would always go 3 rails here. Almost any pro in the world will go 3 rails here, because it's easier. Now he's coming to this side, which I don't like as much.
This could be a disaster. Is it hitting the point? He's gone. Yeah. There you go. And that's why you go 3 rails.
Well, the 3 railer's natural shape. He had enough angle. You know, if you get kind of straight, maybe up and down's okay. But he had plenty of angle. And the 3 railer, you know, the line's like almost automatic.
Well,
I'm just very surprised that that's just a bad pattern choice right there.
yeah,
That's
he's
what
let
it comes
Albie off
down
the
to.
hook there. Albie will be relieved. Well, he's still got to get to the 10 ball, though.
That's not really a mental mistake. It's not really doing something dumb. It's just an incorrect pattern choice on how to move the cue ball.
Yeah, but of course, the other thing is that you're going straight up and down in that sort of line, there is always the possibility of the scratch. There's probably less possibility of the scratch going 3 rails and targeting the 8 ball as your spot to run
putting
to.
inside English on the shot, which makes it harder. And you'll see pros favor that 3-railer to the point where it's almost absurd, where it's like, why isn't he going straight up and down? I mean, if anything, people tend to overdo that 3-railer, not underdo it.
These Brits don't know about patterns, Steve. That's that moaning faced hair pig that's there.
No speak of the geometry.
Well, Albinario was well away from that 1 ball there. Nowhere near it.
Well, this is a little tricky here, so you kind of got to decide. He doesn't have the bank, really, so he's going to have to play safe, and this is not that easy a safe. He obviously has to come... he might just bring the 1 straight down the table. That's what he's going to decide to do.
Albie got the 8 ball in the break, did he? Yeah, the 8 ball's gone.
Okay, so I thought that safety play was an excellent play. Obviously, he didn't get it, but I thought that was very well played. A good choice. Now he's going to get punished for not getting it, though.
Yeah.
Let's see what Albin does with this. He's going to the outside of it.
He's nipping it along the rails. I don't think he's got the pace on it at all. I don't think he has he?
Yeah,
he's
okay.
Has, yeah.
Could have been better, but he's going to go ahead and take a kick at this. And I think you can't soft kick this one because there's no good place the cue ball's going. It's probably hitting a 6. I think you got to put a little speed on this, so if you miss it, the things move out. And he did put some speed on it, and that was pretty well done, but he's going to give up the shot. Does that 1 ball go? Yeah, the 1 ball does go.
Yeah.
So he can go past the 6 here. He's just got to decide which side of the 9 he's going to go to. And this is a little tricky getting around to get the 2.
I think that looks almost in the line. He's hit the 6. Well, that'll do.
Well, he was trying to go. I think he was trying to go in between and go behind the 2, but that's fine where he is.
Now, what does he do here? He's got. Is he going up into the gap with the 5 and 6? That looks like.
He's got a choice here. I would tend to go forward.
Yeah, I'd want to go forward. It's easier
to control it the cue ball going forward. So I would assume that's what he's going to do. Yep.
Albinario trying to get back in touch at this visit.
Oh, I think he will. I think he's probably out here. He's going to go high of the 9 ball here.
Ideally, he wants to keep running. He's short.
Yeah.
Well, he's got all the room here to come, to spin off this 4 ball, coming down the rail, off 2 rails, maybe. I don't know whether he wants to maybe go 1 rail and try and come down.
You got to watch out for the side pocket.
No, he's running 3 rails. This is going to be bedhead territory.
I think that's a pretty good shot, though. I mean, because he took out any idea of running into the side pocket, just said, I'll take this cut, and this isn't that bad a cut. It's natural position to get on the 6. You just don't want to hit the 9. No, he's playing a lot of inside.
He's overcut it. There you go. That's why you don't want the bedhead cuts.
I didn't like that choice. I would have turned the corner tighter, even to the point where you played the 6 in the other corner pocket, because hitting that with inside, that shot's way tougher. A little inside's one thing, but on that shot, he had to do a lot of inside.
All of a sudden, this is, just with that miss there, this is suddenly a big 2-rack swing.
Well, this is not a gimme. See how he plays the shape here.
Oh,
He
he's
didn't
played
get
it.
in
He's played
either.
it short into the short
Yeah,
rail. Is he
I
going to
mean,
get away with it? Yes, he is.
That was not a gimme cut. So let's see what Albin's got here. So what you want to do here is hit the 5 pretty full, and stop the cue ball. He's
right.
going to slow roll up on it. I don't like this.
Yeah,
I would have
because
kicked
you know
the
why?
5 out of there up table and tried to put the cue ball there and tried to use the 6.
Oh, that 5 ball's that 7 ball's a good stopper. I'd be trying to run off this and use the 6 ball here or something. But
I think he's gonna do some kind of dink save.
No, I think
I'm
he's
not
running.
sure.
He's running for cover and just calling the 7 ball in case it goes in. I think, or is he actually genuinely going for it? He looks as if he's genuinely.
He looks like he's gonna shoot it, and I think the trickiest part here is getting a shot on the 5.
Well,
I
think he'll take that. He'll
it's
take
not
it.
his favorite, but it's not bad because it's just done across to get the 6.
Mm-hmm.
And Cobra's been pocketing balls like a demon. I mean, Albin is not the best ball pocketer in this competition. I think it's either Spectre Don or Cobra. I think those guys are pretty much the same. What Albin has is tremendous touch.
Oh, that's perfect just to nip back onto that 9.
Hairpick says Cobra doesn't miss that one against me. Well, well, there's a little more safety and distance on this 10-footer, but I agree with you. I mean, VP4 distance isn't that big a deal.
Well, it was all about to be Cobra with a 1 rack lead, but now it goes back to 3.
Distance with both balls on the rail isn't bad. If you don't get the safe and you leave the guy rail to rail, that's still not bad.
Right, let's see what Cobra's up to here.
Well, he's looking at making
Watch the
his
2 ball. Oh, the 2 ball's running 3 rails.
4 railer.
4, that's not going. I think nothing's went, and Albie's on the 1.
So,
big visit here for Albie. Even this early on in this match, he's going to feel the pinch to actually get out here. And that 9 ball, you can certainly get to that. That won't be a problem.
yeah,
The only problem would be is the 6 ball just a bit dodgy, is it not?
The 9 ball's not as wonderful as you think because of where the 8 is. I mean, it could be a little tricky getting the shot you want on the 9. You may have to play a bump on the 10.
Well, I'm thinking that if you had any sort of meaningful angle in the 8 ball, you're definitely going over right side of the table, and you'd have plenty of room to get the cut in the 9.
I mean, you could even play to bank the 9. I mean, I would never do that, but somebody might. If you get funny on the 8, you can always take the bank on the 9. But I don't think that's a guarantee 9 to 10 the way that's sitting. We'll see. We'll see how he plays it. And this shot's no gimme
I
here.
still think half the problem is getting to the 6 ball. He might have to leave a big long cut in this 6.
It is where he put it. I mean, this is not a good spot.
Yeah, he's just having to get out, and well, that's not bad considering.
That's very good with what he had to do. Very good speed there.
Nipping out right side. Now, the further it goes, you don't want to be stuck to rails. Right, so now it's critical that he has an angle, whether it be inside or outside this 8 ball. He wants something that he can work with. Well, okay, he can give it a good stun and get out.
I think he's going to get in a spot where he's going to make the 9 and bump the 10, and hopefully he can bump it in a way that he comes up with a shot. Because
if he runs forward, he's going to be further over to the left. But he is just playing. Now he is running. Watch the cue ball. Now this is where I always thought he would end up. Just about there. Now he's got a decision to make.
No, he's going to bump the 10.
Is he going to jag up? Well, has he not got to jack up to catch that 10 though? I can't see him catching the 10 at that angle.
Well, maybe he will go straight up and down. I think if he puts a little right English on it, it's going to hit the 10.
Wow.
He may even hit the 10 with no English.
Now he's jacking up. Now he's digging in. Oh, now that's all gone wrong.
You know what happened there? He hit it so easy that the cue ball turned over and it didn't back up at all.
Yeah, he just didn't go through with the stroke. Now it's a bank.
The cue ball just turned over there. Wow. Well, I mean, this is a bank that you're probably going to make 3 or 4 of.
Yeah, it's a big bank. Well, that's nowhere near it. Double kiss.
That's not one of the 4. Did it double kiss?
Yeah, I'm sure that double kissed.
I'm not sure that double kissed.
Let's look at the replay. It sounded like it. Maybe I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I couldn't tell. Maybe it did. I mean.
But anyway, it's a big mistake from Albie there.
Well, so far Albin is not having his best day, and that was a little bit of a tricky situation. That 8 to 9. I mean, that was not a guaranteed thing.
Yeah, I think when at first we thought he was going to run up and down, and he might have thought that himself, and then he thought, I'm going to jack up and try and get a clip onto this 10 ball, and then he never went through with a stroke.
Well, if you're going to run up and down on that, you're probably better off having a little more angle and being, he got all the way over to the other rail.
Well,
I think he's got to play the combo here, doesn't he?
Oh, you can't.
Pretty hard to miss that.
Look at the way it's sitting. I mean, it's going to take a bad shot to miss that. He just needs to get good on the 1, and that'll do it.
He's gotten wonderful on the 1, and 3 to 4 is probably the ball game here. He's got to get on the 3 in a way that he can get to the 4 easily. And right now, he's probably wishing he wasn't so straight on the 1.
Let's have a quick look.
Problem with straight is you only go 4. He's got a little angle.
I think he's fine.
He may try to force this up by the 5.
Yeah, he's overcooked this. He's overcooked this, has he? Has he overcooked it?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That's fine. Oh no, this is a nice angle. This is just natural.
Yeah, this is scratch the bottom corner. This angle.
No, it's not going to scratch in the bottom corner. All you have to do is make this ball. It's going to come up short of the corner.
Oh,
where's the cue ball going?
Right in the heart.
It just came up short.
There was commentator's eye. That was right in the heart.
Never doubt my judgment. I was scared that the line that was taken down to that 4 ball.
If you do think that's going to come up short, then you should just put a touch of right English on it. It doesn't take much to change that angle.
Yeah. Now, how tight's that 6 ball? That's off the rail.
It's off the rail enough. I mean, the thing about those kind of shots, like that cut back on the 3, is if you just kind of take the induced English off, because when you're cutting that, it's putting English on the cue ball. If you just put like a half a tip of English on it, it gets rid of all that induced, and the cue ball comes up way shorter.
Well, Albinario is in deep doo-doo at the moment.
Yeah,
it's getting deeper.
He's going to be behind 5. It is a long race. He's not in real trouble yet, but he needs to stop making so many mistakes.
What's he doing? Is he checking to come down right side as we look, or is he coming over trifling with the side pocket? Going left side. He's going left side and he's well away from the side pocket. That's perfect.
He plays a lot of hold shots. And those hold shots are reasonable shots, especially with as clean as these balls are. In real life, you got to be a little careful playing a lot of those because you can get grabbers on those with a little chalk or something. But as long as you're not putting a lot of English from the inside, it doesn't really change the difficulty of the shot much. When you start really cranking it up, and there's times when you need to, but that definitely makes the shot tougher.
So here we go. Rack number 10.
And that looks dry. It's going to get lucky.
Oh.
Nope.
Well, I think I'm risking repeating myself again, but this is a big rack for Albinario. A big visit again. Wrong side of the one.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something here. Oh, I thought he'd really juice that up.
Yeah, he's going to be in trouble, I think. Is he going to be able to see this? Yes,
he's
he
got
is.
it. Yeah, I thought he'd juice that up and try to come down the table, but he's okay. Yeah, the 9 ball is going to be interesting, but it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, the 6 will be out of there. It's far enough from the 10.
Oh, he needs to keep rolling. I presume he's trying to get above the 3. He's not quite got there, but...
Well, he could just bank this if he wants. He probably won't. I mean, guys that bank well, you know, probably just bank this.
He's going to run into the snow. He's drawing off this, is he?
Yeah, he's drawing off the end rail here.
No, he's just trying to kill the pace.
He's able to just dink it. That's a stroke of God in VP. In real life, you're a little hesitant to shoot that shot sometimes, just because you know if you don't hit it really good, you're snookered.
Well, he's got to make sure he gets back far enough on this 6 ball. He doesn't want to be really cutting this, because that 8 ball then comes into play possibly. Well, he's going to end up. I think he's just going to drop it dead weight. He's
just
fine
going to
now.
roll it. Yeah, he'll be okay. Because if he does hit the 8, it's on the bottom side of it. Yeah, it's perfect.
Just got enough angle to get out there.
We'll see how he plays this. I mean, he's going to play the top side. He's played short for the top side. And in these rotation games, you get these shots like this where you've got to move the cue ball. And that's not very good. I'm a little surprised at that. I mean, he kind of cinched that and said, well, I'm going to take a harder shot. I'm not going to try to get really good.
Now, this could get ugly if he catches any of the 10 and just kills it dead to the rail.
He's going to hit the 10. The 10's going to come out off the rail.
He's got it off the rail, but again, he's overcut the 9.
But, you know, I think a lot of that was the way he played the 8. I thought he'd come short of the side pocket and bring the cue ball across and try to get better on it. He played that. He just said, I am absolutely not going to snooker myself, which I understand, but I mean, I didn't think it was that hard a shot to get better on it.
I think if that 9 ball was further towards the short rail, Cobra would have been thinking about the bank. Well, he's looking at it.
I'm banking this all day. And you hit this at a speed where if you miss short, it comes out across. This is a little tricky. You almost have to drag this a little, get the cue ball down.
Where's the cue ball going?
He did drag it a little.
It's not going anywhere. The 9 ball's going in. That was a great bank.
Yeah, see, he probably would have sold out if he missed that, but he hit it right in the throat.
Yeah, but that's more evidence of players being caught out overcutting a ball away from the rail. I'm surprised Albie missed that 9 ball so far. Well, the pain gets deeper.
Well, you know, Albin may have felt a little pressure just coming into this match because of how Cobra played in his last match. And, you know, one thing that when you realize I can lose, it's a whole lot different than coming into a match thinking there's no way this guy can beat me. Because, you know, I'm sure Alvin wasn't coming into this match with that attitude. I mean, Cobra is playing great.
Well, Cobra's had a ball, but 6 balls gone. Now, what's he going to do? Is he going to be enticed and try to create a combo? No, he's trying to duck. He's going to be in trouble in a minute, though. He's going to be in trouble, I think.
That's not a very good save. Is
he going to call the bank here, though?
Yeah, because it's safe. He's got a two-way shot here. So he'll draw this back a little bit. He's just playing the two-way.
Well, there's nowhere near it. Now he needs to get lucky.
And he didn't get safe.
No.
Yeah, that was not the simplest two-way shot. It definitely wasn't gimme that you were going to control the cue ball well enough to stick him.
Oh, Liverpool won 2-0 at Man City. Yeah.
Well, he's going to have to. Can he roll this? He looks like he's going to roll it.
Yeah. Well,
no, he's not. So he's going to come back off the end rail here, I think. Yep.
Watch the 7 ball. Watch the 7 ball. Commentator's eye again.
He didn't quite get there. So this is a kick and stick here. You kick it hard, take the cue ball around, 2 ball around the table, and just try to stick it and use the 7. You got the 4. He shouldn't be trying to make this. He should be trying to stick this cue ball. Got it. Call the pocket in case. Well, he didn't get
He's come off the back of the 7. Oh, but the cue ball might be going tight, is it? No. No.
You got to hit that 2 ball real square to get it to stick.
Well, need we state the obvious here, Albinario? This has to go.
Well, Cobra played a pretty good shot on the 1 ball. He just didn't quite get there. I mean, that was really well played, just a little short on the cue ball. Well, Albin doesn't have any trouble on this table, so I expect him to run out.
I would have preferred he was further across towards the 7 playing this 5 ball, because this is another one of these dodgy cuts you can cut away from the rail again. No, he's got it this time.
You know, the thing is in that situation, you know, you had to be a little wary of getting too close.
Well, this 10
much more perfect than that.
Well, is he going to come inside the 10 ball, or is he going to run across the line of the 10 ball?
It's his choice.
Because that's the danger. He's got to bump this. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
And he bumps out on the backside. He could have been done there.
Yeah. Oh, a sigh of relief for Albinario there.
Good evening, Tam. Oh. And this isn't looking promising.
No, I didn't hear anything. And is that 6 ball coming to the rescue? It probably won't matter because it still does thin cut into the side. This 1 ball. Although the cue ball's going to be running all over the place.
Thin cutting this into the side. This is tricky getting on the 2 ball. He may play safe here.
Yeah, there's not a great deal to be had trying to squeeze this past that 6 ball.
You can do it. You go 3 rails and run it at the 4. He tries to kill it.
Well, that'll work.
Oh yeah,
that will most certainly work.
I didn't notice that he could get it in the side pocket. That's perfect. That's a simple shot. Just a little kill shot.
That's a good question. Has Albi made a ball in the break yet? I mean, I think he has. Although not many, because he hasn't been breaking that often.
Didn't really want to be on the rail, but he'll be okay, I think.
So this nice little window for the 4 ball. I
think he may hit this 3 ball with speed. He could dink this, but he's gonna have to. If he dinks it, it brings the 8 ball into play. If he doesn't, if he hits it too hard,
yeah, and I still think
he'll hit this with more speed here.
He really wants some sort of angle on this 4, though.
Yep.
And he's got the angle, although he's maybe got a bit more than he would have preferred. I think.
Well, given what he had to do with the cue ball there, I think this is more than sufficient.
You know, suddenly it's a sort of blind pocket cut, and the 6 ball does come into play.
Yeah, but I kind of doubt he'll miss this kind of shot. I mean,
He nailed it.
Right in the throat.
Nailed it, and he's hampered.
And he's in the laundry.
Now, what does he do here? Does he come up into the table to play the 7 and draw down to the 8, or does he try and stun across for the shots at the short top
I'd
end of the 7?
I'd play behind it if it was me.
Yeah,
that's what he's going to do.
Now, this is.
Yeah, he got a little funny though.
Now, is he? I mean, if you just play the way the cue ball wants to go here, you're bound to have a shot in the 8 from the short side.
It'll go to the short side. This is just getting the speed right. The line's automatic.
That'll do. Can't ask much better than that. 9 balls off the rail. So again, this could be, two rails or possibly 3 rails to the open side of the 10, depending on how good he finishes in the 9. Or he could just dink it in for the 10 into the left side. That means less manoeuvring of the cue ball.
He'll probably dink. Hairpig, you been watching the 1 pocket?
What is this, a 1 pocket tournament that's on?
It's some exhibition matches. They're playing in Vegas right now, and I think it's in Vegas. And they've had some 1 pocket exhibition matches. They had Bustamante against Tony Chohan and Shane against Filler. Pretty good 1 pocket. They're playing on Predator tables with 4 1/8 inch pockets, which are not super tight, but tight enough that guys aren't going to want to shoot at some shots.
Well, Cobra with a 6 rack lead. He's halfway home.
Yeah, Joel says he watched it. Yeah. Well, of course, Bedhead's going to watch it. He plays 1 pocket. Yeah, you ought to watch the Chohan Bustamante. That was good too. I don't know. Are they going to play off the winners of those?
What channel's doing it in YouTube?
Let's see.
Because I've not had anything. Nothing's popped up when I've been to YouTube the last couple of days.
That was on Pro Billiard TV. They were the ones streaming it.
Well, an easy hit on the 1 ball here. Let's have a look. Well, he's got to put right English in this to get this full in the back end. This trying to stick the cue ball there.
Boy.
Well, he hasn't hit it again, but he.
I don't know if I would have gone that way. I might have gone the other way.
I suppose it's worked out.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to hit that firm to kill the cue ball there.
I thought he'd go rail first on the long rail. I mean, I thought it was an easier shot to get the same result.
Didn't enjoy the commentators. So who was that?
It was well, I don't. I'm not to bag on the guy, but George is not my favorite commentator. He's a nice guy. He does play pool. He knows something, but he's not my favorite commentator. The other guy was John Schmidt, who I do like listening to John.
That's a straight pool guy.
Well, he plays the guy 1 pocket too.
Aye, well, that's it. That's for the guys watching. That's the guy that was sort of in a sort of non-competitive. Who gets the highest running straight pool competition between him and Jason Shaw, and Jason Shaw stole it off him.
Yeah, he had a 626. Well, yeah. I mean, the the thing a lot of people don't know about John Schmidt is he won a Derby City one pocket, which is like a major one pocket championship, and he won the U.S. Open 9-ball also. So, I mean,
he's got
the
the
guy's
bump. Six.
the guy's not just a straight pool player. You don't win the U.S. Open 9-ball by accident.
He might have got away with this.
I don't think he did. I think he can shoot this.
I don't think Albinario's convinced he's running to the long grass here.
Well, there's nothing wrong with playing safe, especially
He's
if
got to get the legs in this. He's got to get the legs. He's going to be in the gap.
Window. Well, now he's in trouble because he should get behind this 4, 8, 9. This is pretty simple. Well, he's going to shoot the bank. He's like, screw playing safe. I'm banking this. Was that? Yeah, I guess it does go. It's a little tight past the 2-ball, maybe, is it?
Yeah.
It could be. It could hit the 2. It's a little tight.
Oh, he's nailed it. That's absolutely. He could not have hit that any better. That is absolutely spot on, 100%. I mean, it never deviated. Right on line, right off the bat.
George is a guy that's a little goofy. He's the guy that doesn't know as much about one pocket. I think the guy that you think sounds 90. I think that's John. And he's I don't know, what is he now? I think he's still in his 40s. I don't know. He's a lot younger than I am.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh,
that's
dear.
A complete fail there.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be pleased with that. Bit of a choker in the 4-ball. Now, what's Albinario doing?
Pocket? There's all the money in the world. When you go in a pool room and you want to gamble, there's more action playing one pocket than anything. If you're talking about in tournaments, there's not too many tournaments. So these guys were playing an exhibition. Each match was for $10,000. So the winner got $10,000, the loser got none.
Well, he's got the angle just to stud this in. Shouldn't really have any issue.
Yeah. So I like how he hit that. Like, real crisp stun. Just, that's the way to hit balls. You see a guy in a real life hitting balls like that, that's like, man, this guy's hitting them good.
Well, we've spoken about this in the past with Albinario getting himself in a good position and then sort of somehow beginning to lose his way and allowing his opponent to come back in. It could be the shoes on the other foot tonight, because there was a howler there from Cobra. Cobra's looking at double figures, staring him in the face. He's 10-3 up. And all of a sudden he hasn't got a ball to a rail, and he's gifted Albinario a chance.
You're going to make some mistakes. I mean, you're going to make some execution mistakes. That's just... I mean, that was a touchy little shot. I mean...
Maybe he's playing me a trackball mouse. Maybe that's what it is, Steve. Because trackball mice let you do stupid shots like that. Ask Larry. He'll tell you.
Poor Larry, man. Poor Larry.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if ever you're going to choke in a shot like that, it's with a trackball mouse. You're not going to deliver the shot. And it looks as if Cobra's not taking my advice at all, went out and bought one. Looks like it there. That looks dry as well. Did I hear anything go?
No. The only good thing about this is I think he can shoot at this and have a pretty good chance of getting safe. Now, this is not a shot you want to put any English on, so, he's going to be coming down the wrong side of this, too. I mean, you just can't afford to put English on this if you're going to try to shoot it.
So he's not trying to come up between the 7 and the 6 here, really tight around the corner.
The other choice, that's not a good shot. If you're going to play safe, what you should have done there is cut that one ball on the thin side into the long rail and put it over on the 3-ball, and then you're taking the cue ball on the line and trying to get behind the 10-9. What he did there was, now that was a bad decision.
That would have been a shot I would have played. I would have played the overcut and run that ball into the 3-ball and run for cover up in the long grass.
It would have been better to shoot at the 1 than to do what he just did. He's playing safe and not well at all.
That is absolutely awful. That is a shocker.
I don't know what's going on with Alvin, but he's just really
that is a shocker.
That's kind of his strength, those touch shots, and that was Yeah, that was ugly.
Oh, the first thing is pot the one. The second thing is get to the 2 ball. It sounds easy
Yeah,
enough.
well, you draw this back into the 5, you should have a shot. And that's what he's done.
Yeah, well, he's got a shot of some description.
Yeah. Now this is tricky because you have to draw this ball. I don't think there's any way you can get this up table without jacking up and spearing this with a lot of speed and drawing the cue ball off the 8. That's the only way.
I'm doubting whether he's actually going to play a pot in this, considering where the 3 ball is. I think he's just going to bunt this up table.
If it was me, I'd play safer because it's I mean, because you don't know where it's going.
Well,
see, that's the thing. He wasn't going to get up table off that. He tried to force it through, and I mean, I guess he did have a shot, but
it was a big ass to get out of there clean, wasn't it?
I mean, he had a pretty simple safety. All he had to do was like stop it and hit the 2 ball up table.
Well, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. This needs to slow up big time. That is well beyond bedhead territory there. He's going to have to duck for cover.
Remember what I said earlier, that if you got a guy that's playing good, making good decisions, it's hard for the other guy to come back from a big deficit. Well, Cobra's doing the one thing that he doesn't really want to do. He's making bad decisions. He's made 2 of them this round.
Two of them, and I'll tell you something else. Is he going to make a third one by trying the thin cut in his 3, or is he going to try and run for cover?
He's going to run for cover here. Now, this is not a guaranteed safe. It's a little tricky.
Well, he's got the touch that he wants on it. Now, how's the bump?
The bump's excellent.
Oh dear, that is a bump and a half.
Now we've gotten over being stupid, and we're going to start playing smart again. Because
I don't think
he's
he
down
can get
5
to this
right now, and he you just need to bury the guy. Don't give him any hope.
Yeah. He can't get to this. The 4 ball's no 8.
No, he can get to this. All you have to do is shoot it past the side pocket with draw. A little left English will help too.
Needs a wee bit on it, I think. Oh, he's got the hit. Watch the cue ball.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh, disaster. Well, if you hit the back end at that line, it's always going to head along the rail.
Where's the button for where's the cue ball going?
It's on there.
Where's the cue ball going?
Did we get it? Did I miss it?
Yeah, you not heard it?
No, I was behind, that's why. My stream keeps getting behind. I don't know why.
Where's the cue ball going?
There it is again, just in case you missed it the 3rd time. Right, well, Cobra, well, he's still got to get out of here clean, and this ain't a guaranteed certainty.
No, he's just going to draw this back.
Oh, he's got it perfect.
Yeah, that shot again, that shot's pretty easy on VP. I mean, given you have to have the right touch, but, there's no doubt you're going to hit the ball good. Ham's Bar in Buckhaven for full tourney for a steak pie. Well, I'd get fat if I was playing on that. I remember I went in this pub called Scotland Yard. All these Scottish and English people were in there, and they begged me to get in this pool tournament because they needed one more, and winner gets like 2 pitchers of beer. I got in just so they could get their 2 pitchers. Well, of course, I won the tournament, so I made friends with everybody by going over to all those guys' table. They were all sitting together and giving them the 2 pitchers of beer. It was they didn't expect that, but I was like, I'm not going to drink 2 pitchers of beer. I was in there by myself, so I had a couple beers with them, and we had a pretty good time. And
let me
then
see
I never went in there again.
Hang on a minute. Just bear with us, folks.
What are you doing, Hugh?
Just bear with us. Right, I'll be back in a minute.
All right, so Cobra's break. And did he get a ball in?
I did. Oh,
he did get a ball in, and he's got a shot. Now this is tricky. And it's only tricky because he's going to hit the 8. I think he's got to hit the 8. And he's got to account for that. I don't think he's going to hit much of it because he's got to come out far enough to shoot the 2. Maybe he won't hit it. It's very close. And he didn't hit it. And that's perfect. So
Now, what's he
this is a
playing here? Is he
little
playing
tricky
for
here.
a brush off the tenor to come out of there
I would,
clean?
I would go forward and shoot it in the side, and the reason why is it's going to hit the 10, then it's going to hit the 9, and it's a little indeterminate where balls are going to end up. I would kind of just roll it and go forward and shoot the 4 in the side. He's gonna come back. We'll see what happens. Oh, he's able to go in between them.
Perfect, straight through the gap.
That was a tricky little shot. That was sweet there. I didn't think he could avoid the 10. That little
I
soft
thought he
draw.
had
He
to hit
did.
something, but it worked out.
Well, even if he bumped it with that kind of little soft draw, he still would have been okay. Well, it's looking like it's going to be 11-4 here.
Yeah, Albie's not at the party, and the alarm bell should be ringing for the guys to one loss side because Albie's looking favourite to be joining them.
I'll tell you, there's a reason I thought Cobra was going to be the favorite. I didn't think it was going to end up being a blowout. This is fine because you're just going to rub off the 7 and go to the end rail.
Yeah, 7 balls going
You're
that
just
way.
Gonna put the Q-tip up. You're going to just brush the 7 gently. You don't want to hit this with Q-tip in the middle, which he's doing. He's still okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
I would always move my Q-tip up some on that. Make sure that I got to the rail. And yeah, I mean, you don't expect Albin to get blown out, and really, it's not because Cobra's playing great. I mean, he is playing good, but Albin has not played well, and that's why it's a blowout. I mean, never say never. There's still a chance he can come back, although I see it tough with Cobra playing the way he is.
Well, my answer to that, Tam. My answer to that, Tam, is the guy needs to get out more if you're the first Brit that ever beat him. That's all I'm saying to that one.
Well, Tam's Scottish, so yeah, that's an insult, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's the way that he just said it. He said he won $10, and the guy said he was the first Brit to beat him. I said, well, that guy needs to get out more.
Well, he's got a ball on the break, and I think he's the odds-on favorite to make this. He's got a big pocket with a 7 ball there.
He said his name was Archer or something. now you're bullshitting.
Yeah, I don't think it's the Archer that I know. Yeah. I do know his cousin Jamie Archer, and you might have beat him. But if his name was Johnny Archer, I don't think so. Not unless he was trying to get you in the game for a lot more money than that.
Oh, yeah, speak of the devil, there's Matt. Welcome, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Tommy Archer.
He's got the edge of this 1 ball. Although this is tricky getting safe here because, I mean, you can hit this real easy, but you're not going to get very safe.
I can't see how he's going to get this safe.
This is tough. Yeah, see, that's probably all he could do. And the problem with that is that, you're going to probably not be in a good spot after that. Well, he's got a lot of options here.
I'd be trying to tweak this down the right side and use the 4 and 6. I'd be trying to get that line.
He's going to shoot at this, which I don't particularly like.
Well, he's called it.
I like taking the 1 ball to the end rail. He's going to get lucky. Not lucky enough. I like taking the 1 ball past the side pocket, long rail, end rail, and bringing a cue ball over and trying to use the 10.
Well, whatever way you look at it, Albie's been given another chance here. He needs to just slow up.
I mean, that was a little bit too aggressive. That just was not that easy a shot.
Yeah, I think it was far easier to run for cover and play a half-decent safety. But anyway, I mean, maybe Cobra's racing to get to the finish line.
So Spud Boy is going to get a Kamui tip. Yeah, Kamui makes good tips. They're not cheap. I'll tell you what you ought to look at. Now, I am not recommending this from personal experience, but a friend of mine just played with a synthetic tip. It's called a bullet something or other. Let's see.
What you mean? I take it. I don't know. This is me showing my complete ignorance. I presume that the tips in the States on the pool cues, they are leather, aren't they?
Yeah, they're either cow, pig, buffalo. There's different things used. Yeah, it's called bulletproof synthetic playing tip. I got a friend that's a pretty good player that just tried one, and he says he likes it. The nice thing about them is they don't deform as long as you don't get the soft, get the medium or the hard. They don't deform, and they last forever. You might never ever have to change it again.
Well, they must be expensive then, if that's the case. If the company's selling them and they're saying they last forever, they must cost a fortune.
They're $30, and you're going to pay that for a Kamui.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't tell you whether those are good or not. I haven't played with them, but I want to try one.
Now, who was it asked earlier on when they came in and said, "Is Albinario had dry brakes?" Well, he just had one, or another one, and Cobra just played safe.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good safety. That was, yeah. This is a difficult hit to the point where you almost got to think about rolling up on something. I think he does have. He's got a 3-railer going up by the corner maybe, but it's very well. Actually, I don't think he does. I think the 7's blocking the line he needs to be on. Yeah, this is, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to roll up on stuff. Now, if this is me, I'm just pinning him on the 9-ball. I would just torture his ass.
Yeah.
I'd pin him right to the 9-ball. I would not shoot because. Well, you got a chance to 3-foul him. This table's not that easy.
I would pin him that way, though.
Just a little stop shot. Just shoot the 9-ball at like the 1-ball at just to the far side of the 4. He's going to pin him this way, which would be okay. I mean, I like going this way because you can get him stuck right on the side of it where he can't angle off of it.
He's going to hit.
Yeah, he's going to the near side of the 4. See, I don't like that. I would have tried to freeze him on it.
Well,
where he doesn't have jack.
I mean, let's be honest though. He's cut off the rail left side.
Yeah, but he's got a 2-rail kick here, and this 2 rail's not that hard. It's visually it's a little funny, but it's really not that hard to kick if you kick well.
I mean, this seems very awkward to try and read that line off that.
Most good players are gonna hit this 1-ball in real life.
Well, Albinario's done well. He's got the hit. How's his luck? His luck ain't bad either, I don't think, considering where the 1's finished.
And I think if he would have locked him on it, he would have had a much harder time. Now this is an easy safety. You got to play safe here. You're just taking you're hitting that 1-ball a little on the thin side with the right English and taking the cue ball right over behind the 7-10. Ideally, putting him on the 7.
Well, you see, that's a tricky bit.
Now, he's looking at going the other way. He's looking at going the other way.
Yeah, but the fact that he's put spin on it as well. Oh, well, it needs to miss the bump.
See, I didn't like that way. You go the other way with inside English. You can hit the 1-ball pretty thin if you want. I mean, you had to hit it thin not to double kiss.
Well, there's your safety. Send it to the short rail and run for cover. He's got the edge.
I'm not saying what he did wouldn't have worked. I just didn't think it was the best way to do it.
I'm not convinced myself. It's a bit tight.
He can see the edge of this. I don't know that he can make it.
Yeah, he's playing the shot I was talking about. Get the 1-ball to the short rail.
That's not good enough because he just left the same shot.
Yeah.
Now see if Cobra can figure this out. It's inside English, right English, and hit the left side of the 1-ball. See, he's not shooting it. He doesn't understand the shot. So.
Well, you're playing left side of the 1-ball with right English to check and kill the cue ball.
Yeah, you put the cue ball right on that 7-ball.
Your 7, yeah.
you got the Great Wall of China there with the 7, 9, 10. It's an automatic shot. I mean, that's just, it's a standard safety shot. You'll see guys
Well,
play it all the time if you watch tournaments.
Now, my memory's so bad. Who was the one that tried to tie up a ball? There was Albinario that tried to tie up the 7 and 10.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Right, so now Albinario's at the table, and he's the one that's going to have to deal with the 7.
Well, he didn't do that great a job of tying it up. I mean,
he didn't, but it's still awkward. But
well, especially with the 6s. I mean, it's, you know, you can play a bump to get a shot on it. You can.
Well, he's definitely going to have to do something to get to it. I don't think. I mean, he's got to get a hit on it one way or another.
You can play through the gap. The thing about that kind of situation, let's say you try to go through between the gap between the 9 and 10, and you get kind of funny on the 7 where you don't like the shot. Chances are you've got a safety there with those 2 balls sitting there.
He's not going to get crazy and pot the 5 and run down into the 10 and 7, is he? And still be on the 6. He won't do it now, not with that angle.
No. He needs to come out and get a little angle on this so he can move over. Then there's the decision of whether you're going to try to play shape on the 7 or whether you're going to try to. Well, see the angle he has for sure. I would try to play shape for the 7 in the same pocket. Just slide it between the 9 and the 10.
Oh, this is a nasty little gap.
No. Okay, he decided to play for the safety.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
He's going to roll safe, yeah. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with doing this.
Well, let's see if we can do it, though.
I would never criticize a player for deciding to do that. That's, you know.
Now, has he caught off that?
He probably thought this is the best way for me to win. My best chance was playing a safety, and that's always a good decision when you think about it. What's my best chance?
That long rail's been cut off.
Yeah, this is not an easy kick, but it's certainly one you can hit.
Could be a 4 railer here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Skim.
But he's not going to get a rail.
Yeah, he's not got a rail. So Albinario.
So Cobra pretty much gave this game away because he had 2 chances to really lock him up with the 1 ball with that little inside English safety, and he doesn't know the safety. So that really hurt him because that was, you know, like guaranteed kind of safety.
Well, I think he would know. There's no doubt he would have known about playing left side with right English, but I think the problem is he don't think he thought it was that reliable. That's probably why he didn't play it. Maybe reliability in actually executing it.
Well, you know, I mean, I think it's just something he doesn't know. If he listens to the stream, he'll know it after the stream. I mean, it's an easy shot. You just got to practice a little. He obviously doesn't know it because that was the shot to play both times.
Well, Albinario needs a break and run here, I think, to give him any sort of slight momentum. Where he needs something to start happening. So 11-6 behind. Well, a couple of balls went into the corner pockets. And he's on the 1, and the 2 and 3 are handy. The problem, this is the one that's going to make or break the rack is getting to the 4, without a doubt. And that's the least of his problems right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be hard to get to this 4. Not the way the balls are sitting, because he's got the opportunity to get really good on the 3 right here. I think he'll just drag the ball down the rail. The other option here is to go 3 rails, which honestly I like better. If this was me, I'd be coming back where I could go 3 rails.
I think if we can get sort of there, he could just stun up the rail. Yeah. That's what he's looking at. I mean, he's a bit short. He's a bit short,
yeah,
I think.
Well, and he's okay. But the 3 railer is so much more reliable. I just think guys aren't so confident of their lines. This shot will work, but it's not.
Well,
it's not the most reliable way to do it.
Well, he's controlled it pretty good. I'll give him that.
Yeah. I figured it was what he was going to do. So he should be out here. I think he'll come back for the 6 ball. Going forward, the angle's not good. Yeah, he's going to come back. And well done there.
Almost on the money.
Yeah, the only problem is he needs to get to the other side of the 7. He's a little short of this. He's going to have to roll forward and take.
Well, I think he'll
needs to
be
roll
fine
forward,
because he wants to stun to the. He wants to come
Yeah.
through far enough so he can. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect.
He wants to ideally come out of this 8-ball clean, though, of course. You don't want to be bumping the 10 if you can help it, and that's fine as well. So he can go above and play the 9 long. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I think he'll probably play it long because it's pretty automatic to get there.
And this will be a break and run, won't it?
Yes, it
Or
will.
a follow-up, which is exactly what the doctor ordered. But the doctor is saying that you need a bit more medicine here, Albinario. He needs another one.
Well, he keeps breaking and running, and Cobra keeps making mistakes, and he can get back in this.
Two ball was look at the little bump and the split into the side pocket. Look at this for a break.
Wasn't looking good, and then all of a sudden, 2 balls.
Watch this.
And
Bang.
this is a pretty easy table, so he's looking.
He's perfect.
I think, yeah, and he's got some confidence now. I think he's going to run out here again, and it's going to be 11-8 with Albin breaking. Now this is tables.
Well,
pretty close to a connect the dots table.
I would actually fancy my chances here in this table. To get at least a couple of balls.
Yeah, I'd probably make 2. Screw it up.
Well, you've got to be careful.
It
This
does
6
go
ball.
by the 8. Well,
well, I don't think he want to be playing it if you can help it. No, he hasn't. He's trying to get across the other side. He's left it again. I think you need to be staring down the barrel at this stage in the match.
He's just going to wham this. This is fine. I mean, this is a nice shot to be able to play because you can let the stroke out a little. Maybe that's not that valuable in VP, but in real life, being able to, you don't have to dink that. You can go after it aggressively. It's nice.
That's perfect because then you can just dig in and draw off this 7. That's fine. Leave any sort of decent angle in the 8 to come up right side. That'll do it.
He's moving the cue ball much better now.
Watch. Got to get to the side pocket. And that was good enough. Now is he going to drag off this? Or is he just going to drop it in dead weight? Because the cue ball's going to be perfect anyway. Just dropping it in.
Larry has noticed he changed to the center table break. Yeah, well, I mean, if it's not working, you got to do something. I tell you, I've been hitting a little 10 ball lately, playing the Ghost, and I've been breaking off the end rail, and it's been working fantastic.
Nothing doing there. 1 ball's gone safe. Well, I say safe. It's no, that 1 ball will bank. Although it's a bit tight, is it not?
Yeah, you got to wham this. This is a little tricky on VP, and the 4 ball's covering part of the pocket. I'm not sure I'd want to shoot this.
No, I think he's not interested.
Now he does have some safety plays
he's
here.
Going for the 7. No, he's hit that too hard. If that's what he was trying, but if he's trying to get in, he's been through the gap.
He's left a window.
And he's in a hole here in a second or 2 if Albie plays this right.
It's a little tough to get safe on. Well.
Oh dear, hang on a minute.
He left the edge.
And
he may just shoot this. I think the 1 goes.
Yeah, it goes off the jaw.
He's going to fire away at this.
I mean, he's bound to have a shot in the 2. I mean, you can't see him not having a shot in the 2.
Well, he's not bound to, because the 4 ball could come into play, and he could end up hitting a 9-6. He may go behind him on the long rail side. Well, he's going to hit it easy, boy.
Oh, hang on a minute. You might be right. Oh, he's got a little graze. Yeah, you're right enough.
Well, I didn't realize he'd hit it easy. I thought he'd hit that harder, but yeah.
Well, Albinario better get ready. Now, is he just going to roll dead weight to this, or is he going to give it a smack?
No.
I mean, I can't see what advantage
He's
that would do
He's
now.
going to try to kick it in up table.
Yeah, he's going to give it a smack.
Yeah, you can try to get him on the 4 here, or you can hit this harder and take your chances, which is what he's done.
That's heading up to the side pocket. Well, there
That's
you go.
A sellout.
Now, he's going to have to deal with this 3-5 combo, which again, if you're sitting good like you should be with the cue ball, there's no way he's missing it.
So this is how pool goes. Like, this rack, Cobra really hasn't done anything wrong. I mean, you know, the one ball was a little touchy. He played a pretty good safe. He didn't get safe. And, you know, things are just going wrong for him right now.
I don't know that he wanted to be out there in this 3-ball.
No, he's fine. He's a can dink it.
Yeah, and the 3-ball stays there. All good.
The thing is, that's why that rack that Cobra didn't play the right safety was so important, because now all of a sudden Albin's breaking and running and Cobra's getting funny positions and bad rolls, and this is what happens in pool. You don't want to waste your opportunities to win, because the next thing you know, everything's going against you.
Yeah, you're a jinx, Matt. I'll make sure I'll tell Cobra that you turned up in the streaming and Albie's been at the table most of the time.
Well, Albie was bound to start playing better. I mean, he wasn't going to play like that the whole match, but Cobra has hurt his cause by some of the mistakes he's made. He's given Albin some help.
What was my biggest break in real life snooker? It was about 60 odd, for God's sake. Aye, about 63, I can't remember. But certainly I'd never made any centuries in real life snooker.
I don't even know what mine is. I don't really play snooker.
No, and that wasn't a good day when I did that.
Well, most of my snooker was played on tables that were really tight. I mean, really tight. Not the buckets that they play on in real life.
Well,
in real snooker.
In fact, I'll tell you something, Tam. Now that you mentioned that, do you know that I made my highest break? I'll tell you. I remember now, because it was actually when Alex Higgins turned up at this. Well, you could call it a leisure centre, because it had, it had gambling machines, and it had 3 snooker tables. And the business hadn't long opened, and Alex Higgins was booked to turn up and play some matches with guys in the place. And of course he turns up, but he turns up like an hour and a half late.
11-9, and I think it's dry.
And after he left, after he'd been and gone, that's when I went on to the table. I can't remember. I think I was playing not a Chinese guy, a Vietnamese guy, and I got my high break then, and then went home.
Well, what's he going to do here? This is actually a little tricky. There's no obvious safe. He could play the combo on the 4. He could play the billiard onto the 4.
Well,
let's see what he's going to do here. Is it the combo or the billiard?
Well, I think if you play the billiard, the problem with the billiard is that the cue ball's going to run forward and you could be hooked in the 1.
Yeah, he's playing the combo. And that's really well done.
Well, that's perfect.
He came up with a shot on the 1 and everything. Yeah, I think you're right, Hugh. I think that was a better shot, because it's easier to come up with a shot.
So,
and this is what he needs. He needs to buckle down and do his thing here and win this rack, because he's got the opportunity now. And players can feel pressure in a situation where the other guy's coming back on him, and things have not gone your way. And it can be tough. Even though it's a simple rack, it can be tough in these situations.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he wants to get above the 3.
Yeah,
so he's either playing in the side or playing in the corner.
I fully expect him to run this rack out.
Well, I would have my doubts in that, depending on how good he gets in this 7 ball, because he could be taking a chunk off this 9 ball, and then things can go funny.
This is pretty simple. I mean, he shouldn't get funny on the 7. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, she's sitting really good on this 6. There's just no reason not to get good on the 7.
The answer to that question was no, he wasn't when he turned up, but yes, he was by the time he had finished, because they were plying him with drink all the time he was there.
Well, he barely got there.
I got his autograph.
He barely got there.
I've got Alex Higgins' autograph. I just can't remember where it is in the house, but I did get it.
I got Efren's on a T-shirt and gave it to my buddy who's Filipino.
Well, there you go. He got clean on the 7 ball, which is what was important, and he's perfect in the 8.
I do have Steve Davis's and Ronnie O'Sullivan's autograph.
Well, stick that on eBay then.
I'll tell you what I've got. I've got a Kobe Bryant signed Kobe Bryant jersey he wore in a game. That's worth a lot of money.
That must be stinking. That needs washed.
I think they wash them first. They have to sign them. Just guessing.
Big sweat stain thing with an autograph on it.
Although you could probably get more money if it had the sweat stains.
Right, well, Cobra has stemmed the tide a little. He's back to 3 in front.
Yeah, that's what he needed to do. And, break and run out wouldn't hurt here either. I mean, if you're Cobra, you want to kind of put that bad spell behind you. And he's got a ball in. That's the 2 balls straight into the corner.
2 balls going into the corner again, look.
Well, the interesting thing is when he's got some kind of funny racks, they've gone in the corner. And when he hasn't, it's done the 4-railer.
It flies in. I've got the Weird Al Yankovic signed T-shirt.
Well, let's see what he does here. This is tricky. You can shoot. You can bank the 1. You can play safe. You can try to take the 1 straight across and use the 10. Run into like the 8 ball.
Well, he ain't called anything yet, so I don't know what he's made his mind up.
I like going 3 rails with the 1 and using the 3. I would go 3 rails. I'd hit the 1 3 rails and hide him on the 3.
Yeah, he's just playing safe. He's calling. He's trying to bump in behind the 4, and that'll do
that's a hell of a safety. Let me tell you what.
He hasn't hit a rail though. He hasn't hit a rail.
It was a hell of a safety. That wasn't easy to get that line.
I mean, that was so delicate. And another quarter of an ounce he would have hit a rail.
Well, that hurts because now he's going to be in trouble.
Well, that's no good.
Alvin's going to leave an edge.
That's no good.
Leaving an edge.
Yeah, that's no good. He was trying to get right into the corner.
He left a shot. I think this ball banks.
Yeah, banks
I think
past
you can
the
make
10.
this 1 ball. Now, to make this, you got to hit it with a lot of right English. It's going to throw a ton. People think that you can't make this shot. You can make this bank.
Oh, he's just trying to skim it. All right. He's trying to get it right this time, and now he's bumped him the wrong way.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be nailed. If this goes past that 3, he's nailed.
It does, delicately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's nailed this time. Oh, hang on. Well, just as well the 1 ball's gone mostly past the pocket, because that could have been kicked in.
I think he can kick at this. Yeah, I think he can kick at this.
If he got it really thin, he might knock it in.
Well, the question is, which side pocket do you call it in? Because you might be able to bank it across easier than make it in the side that's close.
No, he's not doing anything.
Where's the cue ball going?
Fouling the rail.
That's what he's doing. So he's on 2 now. Is Albin gonna? I'd try to 3 foul him here probably. This table's kind of funny.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Albie could get really stupid here and start banging the 1 ball in and try to open balls out doing that. But I think he's doing the wise shot here. He's running in behind the 3 again.
I think he's going to roll him up on the 6.
Or is he?
I think if he's going to do something, it'll be on the 6 ball. Either that or
it's a 3.
He could thin the 1 and try to run over there behind the 4-5.
Do you know what? Albie doesn't know yet.
He's gonna put him on the 6 ball.
He's going to 6 now.
You want to be on the short side of the 6.
That needs to get there. That's not tight enough. It's
Boy,
not.
did he have his Q-tip all the way up on the
Well,
ball?
it's not. It's not. I mean, he's well short. I mean, that should have been, almost on top of the 6 ball.
Yeah.
That's way short.
This isn't a hard kick. He's got 2 rails or he's got 1 rail, but he's going to have to hold it if he goes 1 rail. I think he's going to play the 1 railer. I think he's got to hold this.
He needs to take a different line than that then if he's going to do that. He's going
No,
2 rails.
He's going 2 rails.
What did he call there? He called the 5 ball.
Yeah.
That's going to come out.
Well, Albie didn't get the 3 foul.
Yeah, well, we'll give him the 1 ball, but that's about it.
Well, the 3's nailed to the rail,
Yeah.
and the 4-5 is not that easy. Watch out.
Oh, he could be in trouble here. This is a disaster.
Oh.
Oh, dear goodness me. I mean, talk about digging a hole for yourself. Could you not see that coming, playing at that line at that pace?
Not only that, he lined up the combo pretty good, too. He made the combo good. And
I mean,
the problem is, if you give him a ball in hand here, shooting that 3 ball past the side pocket's going to be tough because it's frozen.
Yeah.
That 3 ball's frozen on the rail. So, I think, did he just give him, you know what he should have done there? Is he should have made the 5-4 worse.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't really.
No, it's actually
tried
just
to
as
lock
good
it
as
up on it.
Yeah, just as good, that 4-5.
Yeah,
I mean, that's no
he's going to go ahead and shoot this. And you know what? From here, you got to play this away from the rail a little. Yeah. He should have made this 4-5 no good. Yeah, well, it's going to be
well, suddenly
13 to 9 here.
Yeah, it's suddenly gone. It's gone the other way. Albie's sort of lost his way here, and that's 2 racks in the bounce here for Albie for Cobra.
The moral of that story is, if you're going to 3 foul a guy, a good player, you got to get him good. I'll never forget the first time I really played well in the hard times tournament. I'm playing Oscar, and I had him on 2, and instead I decided to run out because I just didn't think I could play a good enough save for 3 foul.
Yeah, you panicked to get him to 3.
No, I just didn't think it was going to work. The safety I could play on him that was easy. So I ended up losing that match hill when he shit out on me. But it was very encouraging to me that I could play and stay with a player of with that gear. But you gotta, every shot you gotta think, what play gives me the best chance of winning? If you're gonna play that safety, you got to get him stuck on that 6 ball, or it's just, even though it's a 2 railer, a guy at Cobra's level is going to hit that probably at least 80% of the time.
Well, the lead's going to stretch to 4, and it's running out of rack time. Cobra's
Yeah, well, the problem Albin's got is now it's 2 to 1.
Yeah.
He needs 4 and Albin needs 8. And as soon as you start hitting 2 to 1, if Cobra plays the right way, Albin's probably a 1 and 5 or 1 and 6 winner from here.
No joy here either.
No.
Look at this. That 6 ball needs to get out of the way, but the 1 ball looks on. It's a bit. Yeah. Oh, it's tight. It's tight at that angle.
Albin needs this.
Yeah, this is not easy.
Every game he can claw back here. If he can get out this rack and break and run another one, all of a sudden it's a lot different looking story.
I don't like this at all. This 6 ball's doubled in size.
Yeah, it's a big ball. He's got a little more than half the pocket. But at this angle, if you hit that tit, it's not going to go in probably, unless you just barely get it.
Oh, yeah. Now how's his luck? Not that great.
No. So you can shoot at this because it's going to come down between the 2 ball and the rail. And I think he will shoot at this. I'd shoot at this because if you miss it, you got the 3 and the 9 to help you. I would definitely shoot at this all day.
Oh, good evening to Mooncake. Well, we're getting to the business end of the match.
There. Well, he's shooting at it. He's going the other way with it.
Well, he needs to get lucky here.
No, it'll kill.
Yeah, he's
There's
okay.
no luck there. It's going to kill. That's an excellent shot.
Well, he's okay. He's a bit straight, though, I think.
It's not the way I would have shot it, but it was a good way to shoot it.
He's going to have to work the cue ball a wee bit here.
Yeah, he's either going to have to stun it or going forward's tough to get it wide of the 6.
Yeah.
He's going to stun it. Yeah, he may even draw it back into the 9. No, he just stunned it over, and he hit it plenty hard.
Solid. Well, how's the line for holding for the 4?
Yeah, he'll be a little high on it, but he'll be okay. That's that's smart, because even if you hit into the thick side of the pocket, you probably get the cue ball out. Does Albie? Oh, of course, Albie plays straight. Albie's won the straight pool championship.
Tom says, Steve, when I started playing Cowboy, most games played were by a player called Top Jimmy, whose avatar was a photo of you and him in front of Hard Times. You know whatever happened to him?
Well, I don't know, because yeah, he actually came down to Hard Times. He watched me play. He watched me play a couple matches. I remember when he came down there. Everybody was like, WTF, why is that guy taking pictures with Steve? What happened?
Well, this is a guy.
I'm a celebrity.
Is this a guy that played Virtual Pool 3 and Virtual Pool 4?
Yeah, he let's see, was it 4 at that time? I think it must have been Virtual Pool 4 at that time. Maybe it wasn't. Might have only been 3. But anyhow, I remember him coming in and yeah, we took a few pictures and he watched me play a couple matches. But I don't know what happened to him. Well, yeah, of course it's an actual pool hall.
Yeah, and there's more than one. Yeah.
Well, there was more than one. The one in Bellflower, which I played a lot, it closed. So there's one in Sacramento too, and Oscar Dominguez owns that now.
I don't remember anybody. I don't remember anybody called Top Jimmy and VP.
Yeah, but he was a nice guy. And if I recall, he watched me play a match that I played well in. I think I only made one mistake in it. So the Hard Times that is closed was in Bellflower, which is right next to Long Beach, Southern California. The one that's still there is in Sacramento, which is actually quite a ways away, about 400 miles away. That's in the center of the state. That's actually the state capital of California, and Oscar Dominguez owns it now. So Hard Times was started by the Markoulis family, Chuck Markoulis, and they still play a memorial tournament for Chuck. But his family sold it to Oscar probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. And it's a great pool room.
Well, it's gone again, that 2-ball. Look at that.
Yeah, this is looking like all over. Let's see what he does here. I think he'll play safe. No, he might shoot this 3. This 3 is not too bad. How far is this off the rail? Yeah, it's far enough off the rail. I think he'll shoot the 3. But anyhow, they've got a tournament room there with stands that stands will probably hold, I don't know, a few hundred people, but probably, at least 8 rows, maybe 10 rows of stands. And I think the tournament room holds like 7 tables. It's a nice place.
Is this the one we're talking about when in the live stream the bleachers are on the left hand side as you're looking? Because the right hand side's a wall, isn't it?
Well, on both of them it is, but the Hard Times in Bellflower only had like maybe 4 seats and going up in the stands, whereas the one in Sacramento has like double that. Yeah, I mean, Hard Time Sacramento it's a great pool room. I don't know what kind of action there is now. There used to be not tons, but there were some good players in there. Oscar's in there; he'll always give you action.
You should drag this off this 3-ball, I think, and you just nudge it in.
Well, I'm not really quite sure why snooker didn't take off. I mean, you could say, well, for one thing, it takes a lot of room, but you know, that's not really an excuse because back in the day, they used to have a lot of 5x10 pool tables, and those aren't small. I'm really not sure why it didn't take off.
The coldest pillow, you don't want the Americans getting a hold of snooker because they would only ruin it by bringing in their bloody rules and stuff, getting a ball to a rail and all of that crap.
It's funny because pool is an American game. I mean, pocket billiards isn't really, but pool is, and you know, it's more popular in other parts of the world than it is in the United States now. Let's see what he does here. That's a sweet stroke. Yeah, boy, I love it seeing balls do that.
Well, Albie's going to get to double figures, and the scoreboard does look that bit better to him.
He's not out of this yet. It's just, you know, it's just tough from here. But he's going to be breaking. It's winner's break. Well, yeah, we don't have a Ronnie, but we have a Shane.
We've got 25 watching tonight. That's a record for me.
I think Shane's 40.
Almost.
I think Shane's 43, and he was inducted in the Hall of Fame last year. And honestly, he could have been inducted in the Hall of Fame before that. I mean, just an unbelievable player. And we had Earl, which that's a positive or a negative.
Well,
Larry, were they the 10-foot snooker tables or the 12-foot?
How come Larry's changed to Larry and he's not Chet anymore? What the hell's Larry up to? Does he get multiple profiles now on YouTube?
I knew there was a reason that I liked Larry. Oh, that's a different Larry. That's pretty typical. Is 10-foot tables are the normal for snooker tables here, and the thing is the pockets are tighter on those. You think, oh, 10-foot table, that's going to be easy, but they're actually very tough because the pockets are tight.
Do you have to pay for the light in America?
You got to bring your old headlamp in with you.
Yeah, they wear miner's lamps.
Well, you know, I mean, here goes Albinario. He's you know, that's the thing about winner's break. You keep making balls on the break and running out, you can come back from anything.
I mean, when I first went to the snooker hall, yes, it was you were paying for the lights because they were putting 50-pence pieces into the box every time the light ran out. But now you're just paying for the hire of the table.
Yeah, you know, most bars have coin drop tables. You got to put coins in them, but most pool rooms rent them by the hour, or actually they rent them on time. There's a timer, so you're paying like, you know, it depends. I mean, most of them are at least $10 an hour now. Sometimes they charge you by the player on them. I mean, it varies.
Well, Albinario has the table at his mercy.
Well, I mean, he'll be out here, and then, you know, he's only down 3, and, you know, it's still 2-1, but it's less of a 2-1.
Well, don't forget, folks, we have the biggest shock of the tournament coming up tomorrow night when Coldest Pillow knocks out Spectre Dawn in the one-loss side. Race to 13. Hopefully you can join us for that.
But you know, pool is what's taken over the world, not snooker. Pool will take over worldwide because snooker, you know, it's an issue just in how big a space you need. I mean, snooker tables are expensive and they take a lot of room.
Mm-hmm.
pool's going to take over the world. In Vietnam, it's amazing what's happened.
That's the thing.
They've gone crazy.
If it's ran right, yes, it can be, it can be big bucks given time. The thing about snooker is you want to see the size of some of the snooker halls in China, because they're absolutely mad on it. The Chinese, they treat the players like gods.
But pool's big in China too.
Yeah.
Pool's big in Taiwan. Pool's big in
You're never going to
Vietnam.
you're never going to sell snooker to the Americans. It's just not their type of game.
No, I mean they play it in Canada some, but I'll tell you why pool will take over, because pool is a good sport for poor countries, because it doesn't take a lot of money to put a pool table in some place, and like that's why a country like Vietnam, it's gone crazy. I mean, they're nuts about pool over in Vietnam now. China is kind of the same thing. A lot of poor people. Snooker's not a poor people sport.
Ooh.
That was a pretty. Replay that. What the heck is he doing? Why is he not playing safe there?
Well, I think he seriously went all out for the cut in that one there. I don't understand that.
Maybe he thought.
But anyway,
maybe he thought he could get safe on if he missed it, but not if you.
Hang on a minute. Albie's
Not
at
if
it
you
as
don't
well.
overcut it. Oh boy, is he gonna get lucky? No.
Well, the other question here is Cobra going to get crazy again and try and play this combo? I mean, there's a safety on here. You're going to hit the one hard enough, though.
Yeah, you go thin between the 3 and 8 and put the 1 on the end rail and bring the cue ball at the 5 ball. That's what you do. You hit this a little bit of right English.
What's it? Yes, he's calling this.
He's going crazy again.
Yeah.
See, I would play safe here every time, and it's not a hard safety.
Yeah. Well, he's going to get away with it a wee bit, but he's going to probably be in trouble.
He's probably never played a safety like that in his life. Probably never done it in his whole life, and that's a matter of just not knowing not knowing that play.
Welcome to Haz. Never noticed Hazad is there as well.
Yeah, Haz been here. It's funny because I'm listening to John Schmidt say, well, I've played everybody, Efren and Tony and all these guys in one pocket. He goes, and I've learned shots from all of them. And that's what ends up happening is you learn, that's going to be a
missed call.
Shoot again. That's how you learn stuff is you play other players and they show you shots. The problem in virtual pool is that most players don't know those shots. So if you're a Cobra, you never get to see them unless you watch, like pros play pool on a stream. Well, he's got a kick at this, and I like 2-rail kick at this, of course, because the cue ball comes up table.
Well,
he 1-rail kicks at it, and he's going to pay the price. Because the cue ball doesn't come up table.
Well, he's not paid the price yet. I mean, everything is there. And you would think that Albie's going to be playing, obviously, inside for this 5 ball. The thing that worries me about that is that you're going to be fairly narrow on the line on this 5 ball, and how do you get out of there for the 6? This is what worries me about looking ahead here.
No, see, the 5 ball, I'd play behind this 5 ball.
Well, you're talking about behind it above the centre pocket, above that side pocket.
Yeah, I might play behind it just because it's pretty automatic to get there from the 4.
I never thought that the intention was he was going to play this 2-7 combo either. And that's gone too far, has it? No, the cue ball's travelling. He's okay. Well,
I think he will do what you're saying. I think he will play the 5 from the short side, but I'd be tempted to play it from the long side because you can't hook yourself.
Well, no. I mean, I was talking about playing it from the top end, but I'm worried about how shallow an angle he's going to have on this 5 and getting out of there for the 6.
So
he might well just be getting as straight as he can and drawing up the table.
But the thing is with the 5 close to the rail, you can get the cue ball to move off it pretty easy. You know, if he was dead straight, yeah, but.
Well, he's going to come. He's going to come out of there, isn't he? He's going to.
Yeah.
I mean, you could in theory run forward and come around off the 2 rails.
I'd rather be more straight on. He's having to come back now because straight's no good with this angle going forward.
Yeah, he's fine.
You can get it good. Yeah.
Well, again, I mean, if you're going to be ultra cautious, you come down into the bottom of the table, don't you? You don't mess about up top, messing with the 9. Or is he?
He's going to go on the short side of this.
Well, he better get there, that's all I'm saying. And he's going to get there. Or is he overhitting it?
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 14-12. Now, all of a sudden, the chance of winning is going way up. I mean, this one game is huge.
Well, it's the next race. The next race are even bigger.
Well, now he's behind 2 and he's breaking. So,
yeah.
You know, it's just, this puts a lot of pressure on Cobra because if Albin does make a mistake or he does break dry, there's a lot of pressure on Cobra to run out.
Yeah, it's getting interesting. It's getting very interesting.
Yeah.
Nothing doing. And the 1 ball smack bang in the middle of the table. 2 and 3 are right in the middle of the table.
I think there's 2 reasons why Cobra didn't win this match easily. One is because he started playing loose. He shot a bunch of loose shots he shouldn't have shot. The other reason was that one critical game where, you know, there's been a couple times where he's played the wrong safety and it's really hurt him.
Yeah, it's backfired.
So, you know, this isn't too bad a table. I would expect he's going to get out on this, but it's not an automatic. He may have to shoot a combo with the 4-9 here, depending on where he gets on this 3 ball. I don't think the 7 to the 8 is going to present a problem, but if you got funny on the 7, it could. It's got to run a little. Okay, he's good. So he's got his choice here. He can go to the short side and just shoot the 4 in the pocket, or he can play the combo. He wishes he had a touch more angle so he could just roll this to the short side. He's going to come back and shoot the combo. And that's not a bad choice because I think the position was easier.
Absolutely spot on where you want to be.
He's just gonna shoot a stop shot here, I think. Yeah, he's gonna maybe even pull it back a little. Yeah, just a stop shot.
Well, there you go.
Well, I mean,
it looked easy, didn't it?
Well, I mean, combos are never just
looked easy
for sure in, but I didn't expect him to miss that.
And Albinario, well, it doesn't matter how minute an error it was, it's a huge error. When you look at Albinario's position, he can be breaking to square the match here in a second or 2.
Well, and this is what can happen in matches. This is why you just don't want to give the guy that kind of hope. You want to torture him the whole time by never giving him chances. And Cobra's kind of let him out of his predicament. And, you know, now he gets in a situation where he's got to perform, and I mean, that shot was easy enough. You've got to put that in the dog in it category. Although, personally, I don't like combos that much. But well, I mean, from what I've seen of Cobra, he shoots them pretty good. I just can't imagine him missing that.
That combo there, I mean, even I would have got that one. I mean, that's a bad miss on that combo.
This is a little tricky. He needs to kind of stun this off the rail. He's going to drop back. Okay, I like that.
He's got out nice and clean.
Well, very good. Well, so it's going to be 14-13 with Albin breaking, and this is a match all of a sudden.
It's a big break for Albinario.
Well, Cobra's hoping to pull this out. And if Albin wins this, Cobra's going to be having
who likes
to
my little?
really
who likes my
think
little
about
gif?
this.
Who likes my gif? My Solaris
I like
Virtual Pool 4 one.
Be better if it's anti-alias, but I like it.
Well,
and
he's got
no
a ball.
love.
That's
Actually,
about
I think
it.
he's got a shot. He does
Wait
have
a minute.
a shot here. It
He
goes.
does. Yeah, he can get it.
So this should be 14-14. There's nothing in this table that would...
Don't get ahead of the game here, Steve. You're jumping the gun here. You're threatening to jinx him, saying that this earlier.
I'm going way ahead of. I'm going way ahead of it. He's Albin's, and I'm going to come back in win mode right now. I think he's fine.
Well, we could double check the 8-ball. The 8-ball looks certainly accessible.
Really, whether Cobra wins or loses his match, he needs to review this, watch this stream, and kind of rethink what happened. Well, that's a little straight in.
Yeah, he's going a bit straight. He's going to have to just run through and leave the cut in the 5 and let the cue ball run out. I think he's going to play it long.
Yeah, well,
that'll work as well. That'll work.
You do that in VP. In real life, you wouldn't do that. Because nobody likes the shot, especially on 10-footer. So, he's probably going to pull this back a touch. He doesn't really need to. He could just stop it. He'll probably pull it back a little.
He's fine. He's got a very slight angle. Everything's good.
Yeah,
and it's game on, folks. Well, I say that again. He's got to be careful how he plays the 8-ball, isn't he? I mean, you can do something daft.
Well,
how about bumping the 9 and bumping the 9 over to the 10 and locking everything up?
This is what I was saying on that 6-ball. I would have just stopped it and then left more angle and taken the cue ball to the side rail and out a little. Now he's put himself in a position where this is a little funny.
He's tight here. He's tight. He's having to tweak it.
Yeah, and this is a little funny here. He's going to get a double kiss. He's fine.
Yeah, it's all came out good. And this is why you want to get a ball clean if you can, because you're down to this stage of the match. You start bumping a ball that you don't want to bump, anything can go wrong.
Yeah, he was okay there. I mean, that was doable, but...
Well, that needs to keep going. That needs to... I don't like this.
Yeah. This
is squeaky bum time, this 10-ball.
It's easy most of the time, except when your bum is really tight.
Yeah. No, you don't want this. You want to be looking down the barrel in this. And there you go. Wiped its feet. It's gone in.
That was barely in.
14 apiece.
Well, yeah.
And now Cobra's trying to distract Albinario, saying we always like a close match.
Yeah. There's a little gamesmanship going on there.
Yeah. He's trying to take Albie's mind off the job here. Get a word in. So a big break for Albinario. I don't think he's getting any joy here. 3-ball did decide to go in.
Yeah.
And he's on the 1. And the 2-ball's dead in the water. And Cobra's going to be in trouble in a minute.
No, the 2-7 combo's not that bad if you get on it good. Well, I think he may get on this combo and shoot it.
You think he's going to be aggressive and take the initiative and try and win the game by playing this combo?
We'll see. The other choice is just kind of play a little dink safe by it. I think he's going to shoot it if he's on it good. That's pretty good. I think he's going to shoot it.
Yeah, it's a good line for the cut.
The biggest problem here is you're going to get a double kiss with the cue ball back on the cue ball. And because of that, it's a little indeterminate where the cue ball and 2 are going to end up.
Yeah, he got the double kiss, and he's got a cut in the 2.
Yeah, and he came out good.
He's going to be wide open in the 4 if he gets the 2. So this is all about the 2-ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's out here. I mean, this is simple because it's natural position.
He should keep running. Let's have a look. Is he coming into the gap? He'll be coming into the gap, I think.
He needs to draw this back.
Yeah.
Because he wants to get straight up.
He needs to slow up. He's okay.
He's okay. Because he wants angle on the 6-ball.
I'm going to need a coffee after this before I head to bed. Well, this is a big shot. He's got an angle. He's going to have to hit it, though. To get up for the 8, he's going to have to hit it. Well, this needs to run. It needs to get legs. It needs to open out.
Well, I think he's going to be coming up and down. I think he'll probably go to the end rail. Hit this positive. You know, I don't like seeing guys dink these.
Well, he's dinking it to the middle of the table. That will do. But
guys perfect that dink in VP. I'd always be going up and down with that.
See, the problem with me getting excited watching this is it takes me a long time to wind down when I go to bed. I find it difficult to get to sleep because the match is running back in my head. That's why I need to go and get a coffee.
Well, you've got to give Albin credit for coming back this hard. I mean, Cobra gave him a chance and he's taking it.
Albinario's in the lead for the first time in a match as far as I can remember. Two balls bumped to one, the cue ball out of the way, and the two balls going in. But he's going to have no joy, I don't think.
Nope.
Well, he's got to push.
Now the question is, do I kick at this or push?
I think he's got to push.
You don't have to. You can kick at it.
Well, where do you push then? In fact, more to the point, if you kick at it, you're going to come out with a better shot kicking it rather than pushing it.
What you do is you push to a better kick shot. You push to an angle. You push it down towards the end rail a little where you got a little better kick, maybe towards the 4.
Well, why not? Why not push up behind the 3?
Because that's hard to get it right. It's real easy just to push over towards the 4, and you give yourself a little better angle on the kick. Now he's pushing out. I don't like this push out at all.
You know, he's leaving him an open shot in the 1.
Well, but he's also leaving him a chance to get safe here.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be bumping that 1 up the table and coming across behind the 7 and 8.
I'd put the 1 down towards the 7 and go up table with a cue ball.
Well, either or, but I mean, you're still using this line. Yeah, I mean, it's too easy as far as I can see.
Yeah, either way it works.
He's going my way, I think. Yeah, he's going my way. That's too heavy. That's too heavy. It needs a bump. Yeah, it needed a bump, but it's still too heavy.
Yeah, that was just way too hard.
Yeah, touched like a sledgehammer, that. In fact, he's lucky he didn't leave the cut on this 1 ball, I think.
Boy, you know, now, I mean, it wasn't a bad decision, but it was not good execution.
If I'm Albinario, I'm taking a line off that 1 ball down behind the 7 and 8. And I think you can do it. You might need I don't know whether you might need a bit of, do you need a bit of left on it, or do you just hit this thinner? Let's have a look. No, he's hitting it thinner. Yep, that's the line he's looking for, but he's not got the weight. He's not got the weight.
He might get him on the 5. I ain't going to get there.
He had the right idea, but he just hadn't got the legs. Well, Cobra's going to return the favour here and do the same thing, or at least he should be.
And he's going to have to take a little bit more of the 1 ball. So this is a tricky safe here. This is not easy.
Not easy, this, but you've got to be brave and go for it.
I'd almost think about cutting the 1 ball to the right and running the cue ball at the 7, because you bump the 7 and you're dead against the 8.
Oh, yeah, this will be a good shot if he gets cover. That's worked out pretty well. It's an excellent shot.
Now, why does he know that shot and not the other ones? Because that is a kind of crossing over the top. You know, maybe he didn't have to put much inside on it, but that was an excellent shot.
That was a
really good choice. It's
asking a question of Albinario, but he's got a line to hit this. It's a big target, this 1 ball. I mean, it is a big target.
See, the thing is, even if he didn't get the snooker on the 3, he had the 10, and plus he had distance, and I mean, there's a lot of good things about it.
I think he's making a mistake calling the 1 ball here. I'd call the 4 in case I hit the back of the 1 and bunt the 4 along the rail. I'd be calling the 4 instead of the 1.
Well, he's going to sell out here.
Yeah.
No good. He's selling out.
I would have hit that harder.
Yeah, I think that would have been a good move to put more speed on that.
The lifeline here is the 7 ball, although the 7 ball, it will pot up the table.
Yeah.
It's a bit dodgy trying to go from the open end.
the reason why playing position behind it's always good is if you get funny, you've got a super simple safe on the 8-ball.
Yeah.
Unless you get like real funny on it. I mean, there's a lot of area back there where if you don't like the shot, you can play safe. Whereas if you play to the other side, the area you got to get's pretty small.
Well, he's got there. Let's have a look. What's that? That's well off the rail.
He's in a position where he could do something stupid like try to bump the 8. But I would not do that.
No.
I would play to get on the 6 where he can come down to this side to the short side of the 7.
Well, he's got to get the 5 first, though.
Yeah, he's got to get on the 5.
He's got to go in it in such a way as well. Well,
and that's fine.
Now,
So he's going to leave himself a nice angle on the 6. He's going to draw this back and leave a nice angle where he can just shoot this and come down and try to get behind the 7.
yeah, he's got to get behind it because there's no way you're really trying to nail this to a rail to try and get. That's too tight. I don't think it's possible. You've got to get in the top end of this 7.
Well.
No, he needs to slow up. He needs to have an angle.
Well.
Well, he's going to have to dig into this to get it to hold a line, I think.
He may play to the short side from here. I mean, this is tough because the short side is very small. I would still, I mean, the bad side, the long side is very small. I would still play to the short side here.
Yeah.
Because if you get bad, you can play safe.
Well,
See,
I don't know that this is going to work, Cobra.
No, the space is too small. So now he's going to have to kick at it. And the shot here is to kick and stick it.
No, he's going for the pot. He's going to the rail in the 7.
You would call that just in case.
Just
but no,
in case.
You try to kick and stick this. So this is draw with a little bit of right English, and you just try to stick that. And the 7 ball will come out and it'll stick right on the 8.
No, he's playing the pot.
No,
he's going all out for it.
There's no way he can pot this. He's just going to foul. See, that's the exact shot. All he had to do was hit that with some speed and stick him on the 8 ball. It was a simple shot. And again, he just doesn't know that shot.
I didn't actually think he could get that much of that 7 ball there.
Well, he could get plenty of it.
Anyway.
You need to hit it full to stick it. I mean, it was the perfect line to stick it. All I had to do was put draw, a little right English, and hit it harder, and that cue ball would have been right against the back of the 8.
Whatever way you look at it, all of a sudden we're on the hill after 2 hours and 20 minutes. Pretty much. Or 2 hours and 15. I'll be breaking for the match.
Well, I guess the moral of the story is you guys should practice kick and stick. I don't see people do that. That was a perfect opportunity to do a kick and stick. But I think it was a mistake playing on that side of I would have played it down table.
Every day. He had the chance to get there, and that's where he had the chance to run out if he got there.
He had to be like frozen to the rail to be able to make that 7 ball. I mean, that was, yeah.
And Albinario's got the 2 ball again this time as well.
Yeah, this is not easy here. You got to try to run into the 4 ball. Either that or you play safe. Or run into the 3. That might be a better line.
Well, he's got to hit this then if he's going to be positive about it and try and get a bit of a lucky roll here, or he's just going to play for a safety, one of the 2.
Well, yeah, I would actually try to run into the 3 ball in this situation because it's hard to go wrong there.
And
he misses the ball. I think he was trying to run into the 3.
No, I'm not sure what he tried, but anyway, he's got lucky.
Yeah, well, this is the 2 rail. You take the 1 ball 2 rails to the center of the top rail, and you put him behind the 6 ball.
6 ball is asking for it. Yeah, that's the line.
See, he's shooting at the pocket, which is a huge mistake. You would always play for this for the middle of the end rail.
It's got the legs, but it's got the wrong bump. Well, I suppose the only good thing if you're Cobra is that you've tied up the 5 and 6.
Yeah. See, he was in a position where he could hit that with more speed and put it right in the middle of the end rail and got the cue ball to widen out.
Well, my record has been broken tonight. We've now got 30 viewers, well, 29 if you include myself. 30.
he's gonna be hooked there. Oh, that's not a good shot.
Hang on a minute.
That's not a good shot.
No,
He can make this maybe.
Well, he's going to have to
The
be really delicate here with this.
Well, the problem's the 6 ball. That's the problem.
Yeah, he would get too much of the 6 ball more than likely. This is a really delicate
hit
brush.
This perfect, because he's got to play it rail first.
Yeah.
And he maybe even no, it goes rail first. He doesn't have to mass say this.
No,
this will go.
He just got to get the brush. Yeah, that was never ever. I mean, that was the odds of that were slim to zero, weren't they?
Well, he hit it so bad. I mean, that was
that as well.
You could have come out closer than that. But he didn't sell out. He's going to play it off the 6 here. Maybe he did sell out.
Coldest Pillow says, I need to switch to a Swedish diet. Well, you mean that rotten fish? No, you don't. You just need to open one of those tins and get a smell of that. You'll be put off Swedish food for good. What the hell happened there?
He missed the ball.
Wow.
He tried to make it not off the 6. I thought he'd play it off the 6. So I think you can kick this ball in. Yeah, I think it will go. Getting shape's going to be tough. You got the 7 and the 9 to avoid, but I think you can make this.
I'm at the referee. I'm at the referee's position for this shot in real life to make sure he gets a hit. Yeah, he's got it. He's spun out. He spun out too far though, has he?
Well, it may not have been a bad idea slow rolling it, because hitting it faster, it was hard not to hit a ball.
Do they have Weatherspoons in Sweden? A Swedish diet.
Cobra's probably going to shoot this at this point, because there's no easy safe here, so I think he's going to shoot at it.
Yeah, he's nailed that. How's a lot past the 9 ball? I think he's okay as well.
Well, so this match isn't over yet.
Well, of course, Cobra's in no mistake territory now.
It was like 14 to. It was 14. It was 14 to. I know it was 14 to 11 at one point. So Albin's won 4 in a row. 5 in a row. Albin won 5 games in a row.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cobra needs to win 3 in a row, though.
Yeah, well, he's going to get 1. We'll see what happens with the next 2. I mean, breaking's nice, but
that looks as if it's going to be going to hold on.
Yeah, he's okay.
Well, see now he's just got to
just a little bit of
watch the cue ball. Yeah, just got to watch the cue ball. That's perfect. Well, you've got to get up into the table, or is he going to try and be delicate and play this to the side? I'd be getting up into the table, because that takes any tweaking out of it. You get up right into the table.
I think he's going to go behind it.
Long grass or whatever. That way, that'll work. Don't take any risks.
Well, this break's huge. I'll be Captain Obvious there.
Watch the 2 ball. Oh, 2 balls going nowhere this time, but something's going
on. He's got a ball, and he's got a shot.
Well, the 5 balls open.
Table.
Well, we're going hill, folks. I'll say it right now.
Well, unless the sphincter gets too tight, we're going hill. I mean,
we're going hill.
So just this little shot rolling by it can be a little scary. He's putting a little English on it to help it, to make sure he gets by it.
Yeah, well, I can't. Well, I suppose again the only concern I have is playing this 5 ball and not playing the 5 ball clean and bumping the 7, because then anything could go wrong.
Yeah, but where it is, I think he's still going to be okay. I think it'd be hard to mess up the 5 ball.
Well, it's always a tough match with these 2. You know, Albie was out of it for a big chunk of the match, got himself back in, ably assisted a little bit by Cobra, it has to be said.
You just don't want to leave yourself a big angle on this 5 ball. Anything reasonably straight should be good.
I think it's a bit late for a 15-minute break now, Coldest Pillow. We're well past that. These guys have got bladders like metal containers. I don't know what description you want, but they don't need bathroom breaks.
I think he'll just go right by the 10.
Perfect
Oh,
in
he
the 5.
decides to go around. Okay, good.
That's exactly where you wanted to be in that 5 ball. They're taking all of the 7 ball out of the equation. Everything's perfect.
Yeah, well, he's still playing confident. He wasn't afraid to hit that ball and take it around the corner. I mean, he's still playing with a lot of confidence.
I remember when I did one of the Virtual World Snooker Championships, we did it in 4 sessions. Was it the final? We did it in the proper sessions that they had in the World Championships, like 8 frames, 8 frames, 8 frames, and 10 frames, I think it was. Something like that. Or 12 frames, I can't remember. Well, here we are, folks, after, what is it now, 2.5 hours? It's pretty much round about that time, but we've got Cobra now breaking for the match on Hill.
Yeah, it's advantage Cobra because he's breaking. It'll be disadvantage Cobra if he doesn't make a ball.
Two ball again. He's been pretty successful, not in the last rack, but...
What do you mean the Snooker World Championship longer frames?
Well, he's
you want anybody to play in it, it shouldn't.
5 balls gone.
Oh,
Andy's
okay,
on the 1.
This is a beautiful
The 3 balls gone as well. 5 and 3 have gone. He's on the 1. Albinario's packing away his cue because he thinks it's all over.
No, you're never packing away in this point. But the destiny is in... Cobra's got his destiny in his own hands. This is his to win or screw up, as he sees fit.
Well, he's got to stay there with the cue ball then. He doesn't want to move the cue ball very far. Yeah, that's exactly it.
And I think he'll check this to shoot it either up in the corner or in the side. I don't think he's going to go around with this. I would check this just because...
he's just going to play this 4 long. He's not going anywhere with that cue ball. Yeah.
So...
Well, now he's sort of in between, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he'll just roll this in the corner and take the 6 in the other corner. But we'll see what he decides to do. He could shoot this in the side and shoot the 6 in the same side.
Well, you see, now he's scared about the side pocket with the 4 ball here.
Yeah,
watch the line.
Well, I mean, you got your choices on how you want to hit this. You could stun run it. You could roll it.
Yeah, he's stunning it in.
And there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, but obviously you're going to have some angle on the 6, so this is one you're gonna hit hard and bring off the long rail. And for guys like Cobra, this is actually a good angle and everything for somebody like Cobra. It's a very positive shot.
Steve, is it worse losing a game when you come back in it or when you get battered? Well, what you're saying is you've been behind all the match, you come back and get to Hill, and then you still end up losing. A bit like Albinario.
Well, I mean, either one of these guys loses, they got nobody to blame but themselves. Albin for having such a bad start and Cobra for letting Albin back in it. So, I mean, the loser's always going to feel bad at this point.
Well, Matt, MC Clarkey knows who his opponent's going to be on that one-loss side. It's going to be Albinario, because Cobra has fallen over the line one way or another by 17 racks to 16.
Cobra was fortunate because he did a lot of bad things that led Albin back in the match.
So that just remains, or the one match remains on the schedule now, unless something's changed in the schedule, but I don't think it can do until this match went through. We've got the Coldest Pillow Spectre Dawn match tomorrow night, and that kicks off at 8 p.m. GMT.
So I think we all ought to thank Cobra for making this a fun match to watch.
Because, yeah.
Cobra should have won that match easily. Instead, he let Albin back in it, and it was it was a clincher right down to the end.
Yeah, well, we've had another great match. So we have.
That's a new word I just made up, Hugh.
What was it?
A clincher.
A clincher or clincher.
It was a clincher, not a clincher, a clincher.
A buttock clencher it was. So it was. Right,
Yeah.
well, what else are we going to check? We're going to check the stats, are we?
Yeah, I think we should see how they broke and.
Where's the cue ball going?
Hang on a
That
minute, that's the
was,
wrong thing.
I don't know why it is with 10 ball, but we've had more close matches than 10 ball. Remember the last World Championship we played? It was just like this. A lot of really close matches. I don't know why we waited so long to play another 10 ball.
Right,
That's one we should play once a year.
Cobra. Now I always have problems finding Cobra in this damn thing.
Yeah, if you haven't hit like, you should be hitting like.
Right, where is he? Hang on a minute, I need to get out my chair.
Good idea, Spud Boy. Everybody should be hitting like on this. And if you haven't signed up on Hugh's channel and give him 99 cents a month, you should do that too.
Yeah, hit subscribe as well, because I need to get to 1,000. I've been at it since 2007. Right, so that's us.
Join, like, all of that.
Right, so we had Albinario. In fact, Cobra was breaking slightly better. 5 run-outs from the break for the two of them. But look at the percentage there.
That's a lot better. That's 20%.
I'm looking at the difference here, and then when you look across there, there's a big difference. 70.5% to Albinario's 50%.
Well, Albin started so bad. I think he was dry the first 4 or 5 times before he moved to the middle. Yeah.
Right, so now you get Cobra, who had Rax run 8, Albi had 6. Rax high run, both of them had 2, and 18 money ball shot, and Albi missed 1. So, in fact, no, tell a lie, he missed 2. When did that happen? How come it says he's shot 18, money ball shot 18, but he only got 16? Why would that be?
Because he only got 16 games.
Ah, right. I'm thinking I got myself confused there. I'm thinking, what the hell was happening there? Right, anyway, so that's the stats done in that. Now we just need to look at what's left on this bracket. Not much left, to be honest with you, but we can see now that Cobra is sitting high and dry in the hot seat.
What's Larry trying to say? Ban KS? What the hell does that mean?
BAM KS Banks.
Are you trying to say Banks? You want to play a Banks World Championship? Is that what you're saying?
We've got the match we expected on in Coldest Pillow tomorrow night. When did I say that started? Was it 8 o'clock? Yeah, I did. So the winner of that will play One Pocket Slim on the top half of the draw. And we have the match with Albinario and MC_Clarky.
And that'll be good. See if Matt can bring it against Albin.
Those guys have until March the 1st to arrange those matches, which is, another week away, or the best part of a week away, whatever it is.
Yep.
And that is it. So this tournament is getting to the business end. It's nothing much left.
Yeah. So but I'm planning on being there for the match tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I'll be there. I definitely will be. I'll open Discord and look out for you.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is every one of these matches lately has just been Vandava.
Now I need to show the straight pool world championship because it's getting tight now. There's still spaces there.
Yeah, Albin needs to get in that thing. I mean, Albin's won one of these before, hasn't he? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's won at least one of them.
I think he has, because there's now just 8 spaces, 8 seats left in this tournament. So if you're thinking about it, don't think too long, because there might be a rush.
Albin has 1 win. He won it in 2022. That was the last time we played it. So Albin won the last one.
Yeah, has anybody ever seen this guy? Because I think he'll not show up. That's a name I've never seen before.
I'm not sure I agree with you on that. And here's why. Because if you look at, go look at his profile and look at how much he's playing. He's playing a lot.
15th of December, 24.
Yeah, but look how much, look at his... He's playing tons.
Well, he's definitely from the States then, because he's on at a time I've never seen him yet. He must be US time zone.
But he's playing a lot. He's playing every day, and he's playing a lot. Is he playing any straight pool? He's playing one pot. Yeah, he played a little bit of straight pool. I think he's just one of these guys that really wants to play. I think he's going to get in this and find out it's not so easy. But
yeah, he's going to learn the hard way. Yeah, he was in a straight pool tournament. I see there.
Yeah, so I mean, I think he'll show up. Anybody that is that active, he's gonna play. Because I looked at it too. Because I can kick people out. I can also contact people. I mean, I wouldn't just kick somebody out. I contacted them, but actually, I did that once, and somebody complained.
That was not long ago. What was his name? I can't remember his name. He did play in it.
And I think Cobra said put him back in, or somebody said put him back in. But
right. Well, anyway, and the other thing is, of course, there's the $V prizes for the high runs in the straight pool as well. A run of 100, run of 150, 200, and above.
And we're playing the normal pockets, which are the ones on the club table. So I mean, people got a chance to make some big runs in this thing.
Yeah, Stubb doesn't pay any attention to the sportsmanship rules on that. He's in the tournament. He'll be bailing out before you get to that final ball in your long run.
What Stubb doesn't realize is that he wants tight pockets, of course. Like he thinks he's going to win more. If we play a one pocket tournament, we're going to make the pockets tight, and Stubb will get in there and get killed.
Yeah,
he'll have no chance.
Yeah, well, good luck to Coldest Pillow tomorrow night. Let's hope we have a good one. And if you enjoyed the match tonight, hopefully you can join us tomorrow night. If you can, you'll see it on the playlist on my YouTube channel. It will be there. This one is already there because they automatically get added now the way I've got it set up. And that will be it. So thanks to Steve. Thanks to everybody who joined us. Hope you enjoyed it. Well done to... who the hell won it again? Cobra?
Cobra.
I've totally forgotten. It's that time of night.
Thanks to Hugh for the stream.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. And I'll be there tomorrow night. So take care and good evening. See you later, folks.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.